Hello everybody, virtual fight fans. Welcome back once again to the ESFL. It is Saturday night. Of course, we are back once more. ESFL 108 this evening, coming at you live from all around the world, all across the world. We're all in different places, you know, it's fine. Zyaf, our current PlayStation champion, will be looking to defend his title this evening in the main event against #1 contender, Perseu. It should be a great matchup. Thank you all for joining us. My name is Bailey, and of course, tonight joined by the two best men in the business. Let's be honest about this. I mean, these two are so good. Mr. I'm a Boxer and Mr. Bruce Lee Rob. Let's go to you tonight first. Mr. Boxer, how are you, sir? Aside from your anticipation, of course, of the UFC event tonight. Let's keep it to the ESFL.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know,
yeah,
Zyaf,
definitely. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, Zyaf, you know, he's defending his belt again, this young contender, this young champion. He's got one defense in last week and a tough challenge against GOAT. But he's here to defend a second time. And you know what? I'm going to just tell us about the UFC anyway, because I didn't want to interrupt you, Boxer. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely in a good mood today. I mean, if you're not in a good mood for this weekend and for this event, then you're in the wrong sport. So we got a stack card that I'm ready for, and a stacked ESFL event from top to bottom. And it is one fight in particular that I got my eye on, and I can't wait to see.
All right, well, we'll get to the card in just a minute. Let's say hello to Mr. Rob over there. How are you feeling tonight, Rob? Big fights, big night. What's got your eye this evening as well?
Oh, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like Conor McGregor, and I just beat Eddie Alvarez, and I'm strutting around the octagon. I can't wait,
Dang.
man. I mean, we got a title fight. We got a ESFL card. We got UFC 259. We got 4 champions. What more can you ask for?
I don't know. Let's take a look at the fight card and see tonight, guys, stacked from top to bottom. As Mr. Boxer said, Zyaf, there's a spell, Zyaf, it says actually on the poster right there. Someone made a mistake. Let's go Zyaf tonight. Defending his belt for the second time on PlayStation against Perseu, #1 contender this evening. And then in the co-main event, his fellow teammate Mad Turk will be taking on Prime Boxer, the always sore and ever dangerous Prime Boxer. And then under card, for the main card, we've got Bulldogs on the card. Gaming Echoes back. Rini is here tonight as well as Word Life. What a tough matchup. Spill Actions and host Ninja. And then Papadoc, EK or Mr. Elite King, another LS team member. Davey is here as well, taking on Gavin. What a great fight that will be, as well as Humble. Great card stacked tonight. Beyond belief. Boxer, I'm gonna go to you, sir. You said you had something you got your eye on. Let us know what it is, man.
Yeah, definitely. Outside of that main event, we know that main event is just going to be a high-level striking match. You never know how it's going to go. But outside of that, I got my eye on Rini versus Word Life. Word Life playing at a really high level right now. That's why you see him at near the top of this card versus Rini. Anytime that you see Rini in a card, Rini is going to bring high-level striking, high-level ground game, and Word Life is playing really good. So I can't wait to see that matchup.
What about you, Rob?
Yeah, that's a great one right there, Boxer. And then the one right after that, you got Gaming Echo versus OG Bulldog. I believe this is a rematch. They fought in before, maybe not in this season, but, you know, Gaming Echo coming off that loss to Perseus, where Perseus took his legs away. He's trying to get some redemption, and that OG Bulldog youngster, I mean, he is phenomenal, and that's going to be a clash of 2 top-level players here tonight.
All
That's
right.
going to be my pick.
You heard it here first, guys. The card is stacked. The people are ready. The fighters are ready. I want to say make some noise, but I'm not going to say that because we'll get done for copyright. But
Yeah,
we're going to be careful about that. Obviously, we're going to move swiftly through this evening as well. Of course, the UFC is on tonight, as mentioned. So let's get into the first fight of the night. We have the returning Morbid Mad Lad looking to take on AK's or Mohammed's for life. Let's go. They are ready to go at light heavyweight. And that should be an interesting matchup. Boxer. Oh no, let's go to Rob first. Rob, these picks, these fighters, excuse me, the contenders, the people fighting. What can you tell us about them?
We have Ahmed for life making his ESFL debut tonight, and he's apparently got some clean striking, great takedown defense, solid body work, and he's going against Morbid Mad Lad, also making his season 2 debut. Great wrestler, unorthodox striking, good submission defense. So we'll see what these guys bring to the table tonight.
Yeah, when we look at this matchup right here, John Jones versus Daniel Cormier, John Jones is going to be a great fighter to use if you want to grapple on the feet because of his grinder perk. He also has very great range. But the thing is, if you're using Daniel Cormier, can you get on the inside and use a lot of that wrestling? And Daniel Cormier also has a grinder perk, so they may cancel out on each other. But when you get to the ground, you got that force of nature, the wrestling clinic, the light glue with Daniel Cormier. You will get your stamina drained, so you don't want to find yourself on the bottom if you're fighting against DC in this matchup.
All right, here we go. Morbid Mad Lad. We have seen a few times in the ESFL with the John Jones pick. And Mohammed for life here with the DC. I love the matchup. Classic clash of styles. Let's see who initiates what, if it's going to stay on the feet already. The clinch attempt from Morbid. And we saw him use a lot of this in season 1. Loves to clinch, loves to grab submissions from the clinch, look to take subs on the ground, but a nice trip, but straight back to the feet. Now holding, pushing to the cage. He's trying to set up that guillotine already, boys. I'm telling you.
Yeah. He could be setting up that guillotine, but then it's nice to get on the scorecards already with a takedown, 2 takedowns. It's a 3-round fight, so all of this stuff counts a lot. He's getting control time right now, doing a good job. It's denied there, going into full mount. I see him a lot of good stuff here on the ground early, Bruce.
Most definitely. Morbid utilizing that clinch early. Now on top with John Jones, but, you know, Ahmed using that cage nicely to get back to his feet. But here comes Morbid, grabs his back, drags him down. It's a tough position to be in. And now he's in the back sitting, and he could do the RNC. It might be coming here, Balian.
Yeah, I mean, if you know anything about Morbid and you're Ahmed, you probably don't want to be doing that cage get up from that position, because you know he's going to go straight to that back position, either to jump for that choke or just to drag you straight back down. He's the kind of player that likes to go for the tricky kind of, you know, the back drag positions, the chokes from the clinch, really work the takedowns and frustrate you by using those unorthodox techniques that many players, you know, find hard to defend against. So Ahmed needs to learn from that, not use the cage in that position again, because he will end up right there. And that's where Morbid was trying to push him at the start to get that takedown. So Ahmed needs to find a way back to the feet. He did a great job catching back to full guard there earlier on in this fight, sliced on through, you know, just transitioned to Suze Morbid throughout that arm triangle fake. So if he can look for that, get back to the feet, push, dominate the center, he might find some better success either in this round or in the second if he stays here. But he's going for that full guard sweep, doesn't get it.
Yeah, and when you're on top, even with John Jones, I mean, look, the round is drawing close to an end, and he's been on top the whole time. And this is exactly what you want to do. But yeah, Bay, I want to touch on that point. You got to understand how to get up from that ground position when you're against the cage outside of using that cage. I definitely agree. You want to get your transition denials, maybe get a sweep. But right now, look at this here. A lot of control here, posturing up, wasn't able to get any damage off right there, but still in control here, Bruce.
Yeah, Morbid looking strong on the ground, and again, postures up in half guard, lands a shot. Good defense by Ahmed right here, though. He hasn't, you know, he's negated a lot of the damage, but the control time is just piling on right now for Morbid Mad Lad, and the time is ticking. And here we go, back into full guard, and it looks like this whole round is going to be spent with Ahmed on his back, and that's never good in the judge's eyes, Balian.
Yeah, and Morbid's settling into his top game here as well. He's being patient with it. He's not overexerting himself on the ground and pound. You know, sometimes when you hit the map, you don't always get your flicks right. And the first, you know, half of the fight, maybe they get up, but he really settled into his top control position for the rest of that first round. So it's going to be even harder, I think, for Ahmed to get up. Moving on to the second, not a lot of significant strikes done, but yeah, definitely Morbid takes that first round. Moving on to the second, let's see if he can get that position. Ahmed's got to stay away from that cage, because I think that's going to be the key to success for Morbid and getting those takedowns.
Yeah, so right now, you know, coming out, you cannot get taken down and spend the second round already on the ground. It looks like already a repeat of the first round, giving up that clinch position. And right now, just putting yourself in a 50-50. What are you going to do? So Morbid taking control, but here it is. That's a way to start. Nice damage up top, throwing that lead hook there from Ahmed for life.
Yeah, Morbid just coming in, just grabbing the clinch constantly, and there it is, Bailey in the guillotine choke. Watch out, and the takedown, beautiful, turns it. But what a denial by Ahmed. And Ahmed really needs to fire down that straight, because that clinch is coming, obviously, and now some more grappling. Morbid obviously really wanting this fight to get to the ground in his face.
Yeah, and, you know, Morbid is obviously using the clinch a lot here, but it's up to Ahmed to move his head or just camp that straight. That straight right will stop it every time. So if he can just wait on it and fire the straight, stop trying to let combinations go, just camp your straight, and then when you know that you've stopped the clinch, fire off. And there's a nice turning takedown, but another good defense by Ahmed. This is good adjustment. He's keeping his back off the cage, and now he's pushing forward. He needs to keep that straight going. This time another bail on it, no hand over the top there, and good return shots to the body. Ahmed selling in, catching the timing of Morbid. This is good work, but nice adjustment to the back right there, and slips off the cage. Perfect. There we go. Ahmed's making the adjustments. Now he can start implementing his own game.
Yeah, see now with that 895 takedown defense, but he got taken down there. He did a good job. And see, one thing that's surprising, both of these fighters are only 89 on the bottom, on the ground, which is surprising. And then 93 on top control. So you're in a little bit of disadvantage when you're on the bottom with these two fighters, but you have to find a way back up to the feet, because if you're Ahmed, I don't know if you've done enough up to this point to win round one. You're down in round two, and you need to get this round right here if you want to stay into this fight, Bruce. But right now, it looks like Morbid is doing a lot of the same thing, getting a lot of control, not doing too much damage, but where he wants to be right now.
Yeah, he's definitely where he wants to be. The first 2 minutes of that round by Ahmed were amazing. I mean, he defended himself so well and did some good damage. And even in the first round, he landed a nice little combination, but I'm not sure how the judges are going to like Ahmed being on his back. He might not get any points, but we'll see. And still just more control by Morbid, just, you know, thinking about position over damage throughout this whole fight.
I think Ahmed's up on this round for sure. Morbid's not really landed a single significant strike. I mean, if you watch the stats after it, it's probably maybe 2 or 3. I don't recall him landing anything. So Ahmed, I think, will take it on damage. That does score quite high, although if he does spend the entire time here, might not be the case. Getting up would definitely help that. We'll have to see. Like you said, you never know. But Morbid, once again, settling into this nice top control pressure, and you know, Ahmed needs to do a better job getting to his feet in these positions here. He's doing an okay job building GA there, but not doing anything with it, and just letting Morbid reposture. There's some nice head movement, but that's the only strike he's stopped from any of these ground and pound situations. So the defense on the ground needs to step up a notch here for Ahmed.
Yeah, that was a good job by Morbid, not giving up that position by throwing strikes and getting swept. Nice. He was able to understand if he was going to move his head or post, and kept that ground position. And that was huge in that second round. Going into round 3, if you're Ahmed, you need to take this round decisively to even have a chance. And look, taking the back again already, fortunately able to deny that. But look, you got to know that clinch is coming at some point, and just start firing.
There you go.
There you go. Got your first round. Imagine a huge knockdown. And that's the type of turnaround that we was talking about that we need, that we want to see, Bruce.
Yeah, definitely big shots by Ahmed. Now you see Morbid kind of fumbling a little bit, throws a ill-advised takedown out of range, and now go just again clinching. He's got to change it up. He obviously cannot win this way. Ahmed has got some good defense, and now Ahmed's starting to flow here, ladies and gentlemen.
I love the push kick catch. He's going to drag it to the cage. Nice job defending the takedown, but Ahmed did a good job there abandoning the body shots. Went all the way to the head. Before it was the body shots, it was giving Morbid those windows, those clinch opportunities. Whenever he ripped the body, Morbid would just step forward and just collect the free clinch scoop afterwards. You see right there. So he has to really abandon those body shots or move his head. And again, it's putting him in a bad situation. If he just leads with the straight lead hook, straight, just start with the straight, end with the straight, it's going to be much harder for Morbid to grab that clinch. So he needs to get away from the body shots, go back, work the head, lead with that straight, and stay away from that lead hand.
All right, yeah, and so what Ahmed I'm seeing is doing, he's trying to get away from that clinch by using, look at this, by using the lunge. And like you said, if he either throws that straight uppercut, anything, I mean, it is rock city. But right now, look, he has another rock there, and he's doing a great job. Huge knockdown. Can he even score a 10-8 round here? And look at that turn-in takedown defense is so beautiful that he has coming out. And look at that stamina on, right there on Morbid. It is not looking good here, and he's shooting for low singles, ankle pick. He's trying to do everything he can to survive here. What do you see, Bruce? This is looking good right now for Ahmed.
Oh, I'm seeing Morbid just kind of, he looks real uncomfortable out there, just going for the same things, trying to grab the clinch, trying to go for the takedown, and Ahmed defending well and making him pay with big shots from DC. Goes for the spinning head kick, but unable to land, and this is looking like Ahmed is going to run away with his victory, just pressing the action.
Yeah, pushing forward again here. Good job working inside. Morbid, though, real grabbing that clinch. Just doing a good job working his game. Been knocked down a few times this round. Diving back on it. Back to the back here. Nice suplex there.
Whoa.
Push that takedown to the cage and hit that down, back, down, behind, left. I'm not sure what direction on the left stick. It was hard to see there, but transition to the back now in this crucifix position. Going to rain these elbows from side saddle here. And Ahmed may have done enough to win this round, but did he do enough to win the fight? He might be looking for a finish here, and he's not going to find it on his back.
Yeah, and that's going to be left up to the judges. I'm glad I'm not a judge in this case, because if it's anything like the other 2 rounds, then he's going to end up keeping this position, and he's raining down some huge damage here from that backside position. Now in the full guard position, and that's going to be the fight. Now let's see how the judges see this. We may have, is it going to go for control, or is it going to go for that damage? So let's find out.
Ahmed takes the W.
Good job, judges.
Ooh, all 3 rounds. Gave him all 3 rounds. Wow.
And
Damage.
a shift.
Damage.
Love
The
to see it.
significant strike damage. It's
Oh yeah.
he only got 2 off in the first round though. Wow, that's strange.
Yeah. So what I'm seeing here,
I don't know how
like,
he. Sorry, how did he take that first round? I think what we underestimate is it's not necessarily the number of strikes. It's those moments where. No, it's the stuns. It's the hit stuns, right? They really play a big factor, right?
Definitely.
Like, you can land like
He hit him with a nice combo round 1. Like
yeah, he did, right? And he pulled out a couple of those hit stun animations where you connect and then there's like that stagger animation.
Oh, yeah.
That I think scores way more than anything else. Whenever you well-timed strikes and those hit stuns. Sorry, Boxer, I know you want to say something.
Oh yeah, it's fine. Yeah. So, but one thing we see, you need to do more, and I like how the judges are scoring it now. You need to do more than just take your opponent down and control them. That was meta at some point. You know, we got updates for that. So whenever you get in those ground positions, you got to make sure to posture up and land some damage. And to do that, you're putting yourself in harm's way of getting swept, but the risk reward of that is, hey, I'm down here. I need to do some damage. If you don't, you see the judges are not going to just award you a round because you're on top of someone. So, yeah, that was good to see. Great job by both of those fighters. I felt that fight could have gone either way. But Ahmed for life just really showing like, yeah, coming out, getting that damage, doing what he needs to do to get the job done. Great job.
Yeah, I felt like Ahmed was just in control of that fight. I mean, he just was defending himself well, landing the better shots, and it just seemed like Morbid just wanted to clinch and try to get him to the ground and just kept attacking with the guillotine for like 3 rounds. But like you got to adjust at that point. But Ahmed just landing big bombs with DC, and I thought he ran away with that one. Beautiful performance, Ahmed.
Yeah, I think it's a good example of, I mean, at this level, you need to be able to beat the kind of player that wants to exploit and use the clinch and those guillotine positions, because, you know, it's something that people do as a tactic, as a style that they like to use, especially John Jones at heavyweight. That's like a very dirty way to do that as well, because you're very long and it's very difficult to get away from that clinch. But it was good job adjustment by Ahmed. And yeah, you have to beat those players, especially in the ESFL, right? There aren't many of them, but you've got to be able to beat them at this level. So well done, Ahmed. All right, we're going to move swiftly on to the next fight this evening. We have a member of the AK camp. Rob, what does the AK camp stand for? You found out last week.
Oh.
Yeah,
you asked me.
I know. I just asked Bailey and Ace Killers.
There you go. The Ace Killers camp. Mr. Gavin.
Is that right?
That is correct. Yeah, well done. That's right. There you go.
Woo. Sweet.
Ace Killers, Gavin representing them tonight, and he will be taking on Davey here at featherweight.
Yep. AK Gavin ranked 23rd, 0-1 right now. Chris striking, high level grappling, good pressure. But Davey H making his season 2 debut. But we know about this player. But if you don't, high pressure works the body. And I guess he's part of the no stam gang, whatever that means. Here we go.
Yeah, in a lot of these, I would love to see this matchup. You talking about Max Holloway, Conor McGregor. We call him the 5-star Max, because after that performance that he did on Calvin Kattar, his stats went through the roof. You talking 99 in the cardio and laser focus, fast hands. And I mean, his speed is a 96 punching speed. But you see, here's the thing with the Conor McGregor, he's going to match you with that 98 punch speed and that 96 power and 99 accuracy. So you got to be careful. And I want to see a great stand-up boxing match here between these two exciting players.
Yeah, I imagine this is going to be a war. I think these guys are both going to burn the tank immediately, and it's going to be non-stop. So here we go, toe-to-toe straight away. Already leading with that lead straight, and then come straight back from Gavin as well. Kick catch there, spinning elbow. And Davey's going to plant and just let those hands fly. That no stam gang really let their hands go, but Gavin already piecing him up using his length beautifully and the range, mixing the kicks in nicely, but good adjustment, level change back to the body with the straight right. And fighting from Orthodox from Connor as well from Davey.
Yeah, right now, Gavin pushing that pressure, using that 99 cardio here. And look, was going for a takedown there and did not get it. But look, right now, Davey 8 showing like, hey, you can't just press Conor McGregor like that, landing a huge knee to the body there. Another huge knee, but paying for it up top there. Got to be careful there coming from those shots from Gavin, Bruce.
Yeah, like a lot of velocity coming out from Gavin, a high output, and that's what you could do with Max Holloway. You're able to come in, come out with that movement, that pressure, that speed, and now we're in a time where McGregor is the underdog in these fights, and there was a time where he was the OP player, so very interesting, but McGregor's still viable here, and he's answering back. Davey doing a good job, but AK in control.
Yeah, Gavin doing a great job, level changing, coming up, coming down, piecing him apart on the edge of that range here, and Davey's getting hit with a few shots, but he was doing a good job using that straight just to hit stun him closing in. But there you see Gavin using the jab, just splitting the timing, almost followed up with a beautiful roundhouse to the body there. Nice return with a head kick from David, goes underneath and he gets under that lead hook as well from Gavin. So good work pressuring and evading there as well. Catches him with the uppercut. Headlight is flashing on that health for Davey. Has to be careful. There's a right hook as well. He's trading in the pocket box, so this is bad news for Davey. He cannot last like this in these exchanges.
Yeah, right now, Gavin is finding the beat. He's landed a couple of check hooks, and then he's just not firing out combinations. Just, you know, he's finding the place for him, like you said, doing a really good job there. But got to watch out there because Conor McGregor has that 96 power, and it can just turn the tides very quickly. But right now, man, these guys are just throwing leather, Rob, right in the center of the octagon.
Oh.
Yeah, they definitely are, and AK just keeps getting the better of these exchanges, those quick Max Holloway combinations. There's a good slip by Davey, though. Finally gets a nice shot, but Davey just unable to really. Big uppercut lands, and now AK Gavin in control.
Wow. Dropped him against the cage here. Now on these knees to the body, gonna adjust the head. No, breaks from the clinch, return back to the body here with the pressure from Gavin, taking all those shots on the block, now working forward. I was about to say how much I love the elevation changes from both men. They're really landing straights down low, coming back up top. But as I said that, Gavin fired that lead uppercut, caught Davey while he was level changing with that straight. And now they're back on the pressure. But head health actually not too far off here, and they both will recover fairly well. And that lead kick to the body, though, is money for Gavin. He's landed that a few times. And Davey now under pressure. Oh, double jab right hand almost land. He gets under the hook though, but he walks straight in. There's that straight right again. That's probably the best thing he's used this fight. It's that straight right from Davey.
Yeah, like you said, the head health is still a little bit even here. Both of the chin stats on these guys are 97, so it's still some fight left here. But that was a good job there to get that knockdown there from Max Holloway coming in and starting out in this second round. Can Gavin do a lot of the same, still pouring on that pressure? Davey H did go down and do some leg work at the exchange of some head health. So looks like a small, slight stamina advantage there for AK. Gavin, look at cute uppercut there and the knockdown. Oh, man, he is in charge, bro.
But a nice straight right to the body, sniper like. Now he's working the head. He catches it, throws him on the ground, no stamina. Here comes Holloway. Uses that stamina advantage to get to the half guard position. Now going to posture up, go right to side control, dominant position. A lot of opportunities here for Gavin. Good stuff.
Nice job by Gavin. I mean, he could have gone straight to side control from the full guard if he pressed L1 and R1. I don't know if he knows that, but Gavin could have nailed that.
What?
That's a little, yeah, you can press L1 and R1 and you go straight to side control. I learned that myself the other day. You might need a wrestling transitional position, but most fighters, I feel like, have it as long as you have that stamina advantage. But it doesn't matter. He sliced very well. And here we go. Big shots, like you said. But Gavin did get rocked to the body. It was the timing of Davey that caught him there, though. Be careful. Jump up to the hooks there as well. That's beautiful work. Coming back forward. No stam gang, like you said. Davey pushing forward. He wants his finish boxer.
Yeah, man. These guys are no stam game. And look at there. This is anybody's fight. At the present moment, both people's heads are hurt right now.
Oh.
But man, Davey H has his back against the cage, and he wants to find a way out. Looking for that slip. Didn't get it at that moment.
Oh.
Looking for the pull. Man, you got to be careful in this.
Timing
Full
on
counter
David.
uppercut.
Bang!
You knocked down. Going for the finish here is Davey H. Can he get it? He didn't get it,
Wow.
He almost finished the fight, though, Boxer. And Davey H. now soaring in round number 2. Jumps down in the guard. Max Holloway trying to defend himself. He's able to do it. Jumps back in. Punches him in the mouth. Dropping more heat. Here he goes again. No. Wow, Balian, what a freaking fight.
It is a fight indeed, and he's got Gavin freezing right now. Gavin's not throwing any offense. He's just worrying about what's coming forward. You see him just stand there for a couple of seconds defending, and it was Davey timing Gavin as he came in with the pressure, so Gavin needs to be careful about walking forward. And Davey, he timed that front kick to create the space, and that set up those combinations. They're almost exactly the same as what we just saw. Create the space with the front kick, make room, and catch him with the pull counter stepping in. He almost did it again. With the right hand. Drops him beautifully. Gavin goes down one more time this round, and Davey says, get on up. I want to finish this on the feet. Front kick up the middle for Davey. He's going to try and swarm forward. There's 30 seconds now to try and get a finish here, but he has to be careful still. Gavin has the stamina and the power to finish it as well. There's the straight right sniper through. Lead hook to the body now following him forward, trying to chase, but Davey slips underneath. No stamina. Oh, the wheel kick gets blocked. 10 seconds left, Boxer. What a round. Is it over?
Yeah, this round, it might not be over with.
Oh my God.
Wow, man. So what I see right now, these are the moments that you live for in esports gaming and in the UFC. Whenever both fighters are hurt, they both went through adversity. Now you know this fight will be finished and decided here in the 3rd round. These guys are touching them up, and I don't think it's going to last long, Bruce, from this point forward.
I don't think so. And Davey's done so much good work on the body and the head, so he has 2 targets to work with. AK Gavin going all head held. Oh, good uppercut. Going through the body. Lead hook lands. There goes David down. Oh, Davey jumping in the guard. He's going to finish it. No, he doesn't. He goes in a half guard position. Woo-wee.
Wow. I really like that by Davey there. Instead of moving backwards to get away from the up kick, he just held low block and just did the little sidestep. And then just dived on top. That's nice. That's something you can all add to your game tonight going home. But let's see if David can get the finish here. 3:50 left. He's got top control. Looks like he wants to ride it out and try and finish this round strong, in no haste to get back on the feet here. Roll out by Gavin. He's got to stop this cage get up. Transitions to the side. Kind of hasty by Davey because he could have held that and lets him up as well. Oh, wow. Okay. 3:30 on the clock. Let's see. Pressure still coming forward. Davey using that teep to set up that pull counter. You know it's coming. This time the hand plant round pass that got patched out. I'm afraid Davey there, so that's not coming out as quick as it normally does. And we'll see now if Gavin or Davey can land. There's a straight right one more time coming back to the body. Look at Davey just pour this on, and he's going to get the finish right here, surely from side control. There it is. What a fight. Wow.
Yeah, that knee on belly position, very dangerous, but man, what a finish. What a comeback too from Davey H. Found early adversity early in the rounds and then was able just to collect himself and come all the way back to get that finish on a very strong AK Gavin there. Man, those are the type of fights that you want to see early in this card. Man, this is exciting, Rob.
Oh man, what a fight. And like you said, AK Gavin came out in that first round and was just peppering Davey, and it seemed like this was going to be over quick. And he was going to get the stamina advantage. He was doing the head held damage beautifully. But then somehow Davey just came back and just started landing big bombs to the body, big bombs to the head, and just persevered and came back, faced adversity, but, you know, conquered it and then got the win. What a W for Davey H here. Beautiful dub, beautiful fight. Could be fight of the night. I don't know how anyone's going to beat that one, but wow, exciting stuff to kick off this card. Fight number 2.
It's always interesting in a matchup like that, you know, because although they're both pretty quick fighters, I don't know who has the actual speed advantage in that fight, but I feel like Holloway with the stamina has a slight speed advantage early perhaps, but the main thing is Connor has that power advantage. So if you're someone like a Holloway in that matchup and you're taking over the fight early, one thing that is going to happen as the fight goes on is you are going to slow down. You're both going to slow down, but one thing that doesn't go down is that power. So although you might take a lot of strikes early on, as the fight continues to play out and both fighters start to slow down, Davey still has the advantage in the power. So when you begin trading, you know, Gavin was a little bit slower in that situation and Davey carried that power on later in the fight, which kind of gave him the advantage in those exchanges. So I think once Gavin began to slow down, even though he'd done a lot of damage, Davey was able to take over with that power of Connor and then ultimately work to get the finish.
Yeah, like you said, Balin, because with the Max Holloway pick, his punching power is only at 87. So if you want to utilize that stamina advantage of a 99. But if you're equal in that stamina, you're going to lose that trading battle because your power is a significantly difference between an 87 and a 96 with Conor McGregor. So great analysis there. Totally agree with that.
Yeah, I do too. Wow, that's definitely something to think about. So starting early for Gavin was very important, but it's something to be said about Davey, you know, persevering and eating all that, because sometimes when you got a Max Holloway in front of you, I mean, he's like a cheese grater and you feel like a piece of cheese just being grated, and he's just throwing these vicious, fast combinations on you, and to, you know, stay in the fight and keep your wits and use that power and throw the correct shots is very, very impressive and a phenomenal job, because we don't see people come back against Max Holloway too much. At least I don't. So yeah, phenomenal job. And yeah, Balin, great points.
I think that's the way to beat that featherweight Max. That's usually how I've found success, is just to literally weather the first round, because he will slow down and then you can start to play catch up. So
does he slow down though, Balin?
Of course he slows down. Yes.
Okay.
It's how the video game
never
works.
slows down.
He does slow down. Not if you try and match him early on. You gotta let it go.
I see.
Because then you're gonna lose the stamina battle, right? You gotta have more stamina.
Gotcha.
It depends how you play, doesn't it? Or you could just knock him out, mate. You know, so bloody stamina. Anyway, moving on to the next fight tonight, we have another member of the first member of KIA representing tonight. I don't actually know the team name for KIA. Maybe we can get that information in the back. But it is another heavyweight matchup for you in KIA's Humble taking on KIAW. Not the same camp, just a different name.
AI.
KAI. Excuse me, I cannot read. So there we go. Bruce, what do we have on these boys?
IW.
This is a grudge match between KIA and KAI. So this is going to be a good one. We got ranked 18 KAIW. He's 1-2 right now. He's got great wrestling, hand setup takedowns, aka Hazmat Chimaev. I guess he represents him. He fights like him. Okay. And then you have ranked 21 KIA Humble, 0-1. Yet to taste victory here. Really wanting a win, going to come out strong. Head kick specialist. Watch out for that head kick. Studies his opponents closely, and he hangs on like a zombie.
Ooh. Wow. One thing that's surprising is John Jones punching power is only an 86 compared to Alistair with a 93. So you got to watch out. And am I seeing new hair on Alistair Overeem?
A new model.
I'm like, what is that?
A new model.
So we got the new look, new hair. Alistair Overeem coming out with all of that power, that 93 power against a strong John Jones. So let's see how this first round
sadly not in the UFC anymore, though. So the nice little legacy fight for Alistair. KIA stands for Killers in Action. Do you like that one, Rob?
Wow.
I do like that one.
Okay, that's
good.
A
good one.
Great takedown early here, though, by KAI. We'll just go with Humble for the other pick there, but great job. Got that top position. Overeem not so good on his back. Overeem's actually very good everywhere apart from maybe on his back. He's got a good top game, good ground pound, good clinch game, but on his back, not the best. So good job to put him there early, but Humble able to get back to his feet. And also there's that sneaky head kick boxer. Didn't land, though.
Yeah, 88, like you said, on the bottom for both of these fighters. So they don't want to find themselves on the bottom. But if you're Alistair, you definitely want to find a home for those huge hooks coming out with that 93 power. I mean, you know, here it is. We talk about that power. There it is. Alistair Overeem able to get a huge rock, but he got to watch out with his stamina. KW trying to return, but couldn't get it. Going for the takedown is Humble. And these guys are back where they started, right in the center of the octagon. But an early rock there, Bruce, has to feel good there for KW, for Humble. I'm sorry.
No doubt. Humble striking first blood, throwing those baseball bats of legs and Uh-oh, there's a good takedown, though, by KAIW. Now on top of John Jones. And what's that top game stat on John Jones, Boxer?
Yeah, it's only it's a 92.
92 top from John?
Yeah.
I feel like it would be
Interesting.
better.
All right, babe. Yeah, seriously.
I want to say that crane kick from Humble was amazing. You saw KII just working those lead legs with the leg kicks. He landed one, he landed two, and then he threw the third one. Humble timed that crane kick beautifully, so he picks the lead leg up for the crane kick, and doing so avoids the leg kick and catches him on the chin with it. So not only did he block and counter the leg kick, he also timed it to land on his chin. So that was amazing by Humble.
Yeah, like when we talk about kick power, it's going to come from Alistair Overeem with a 96 kick power. But right now, he finds himself on the bottom. He's taking some cue shots, getting a transition denied. He has to watch out because right now, on that full mount position, you don't want to be here with John Jones. We talked about that top control of a 92 and that ground striking of a 96. So the strikes coming out from John Jones right here is where his power is on the ground here. And right now, top control here by John Jones is doing a good job. Now back to the feet here, Bruce. Can he turn this around?
Oh,
Good job by Humble getting up, but right back down. KAIW puts him in that grinder purse, going to suck some stamina, but bamboozled. He sneaks out that left side and ends up on top. Good job by Humble, letting us know he can get back up from underneath KIAW's Johnny Bones Jones.
There it is. Look, dodges the leg kick.
Beautiful.
Gets out of the way of it. Beautiful.
Good.
That was really
nice.
well done. I'm pretty sure he knew it was coming. Look. Oh, he did get touched with it, but he timed it beautifully. That backside transition there, you saw he postured up. I think the first time it looked like he got defended, but actually I think that's just the speed of that has been changed, and the fake speed of it is a lot slower. So he actually faked the first one. It just took a lot longer to come out. So there we go. But here we go into the second round here already. Humble got controlled a little bit by KII, but you got to think that he did a good amount of damage with that crane kick. Also, some other stuff. Nice spinning elbow there as well. Humble keeps trying to land this head kick. He keeps whiffing a lot. Oh, wow. Beautiful time by KAI there. Humble thought he was going to work the body, take advantage of the missed head kick, but doesn't get it. Tries to get a slip elbow off. Doesn't land. There's that switch kick to the body. Threw it from planted, not whilst moving forward, because that has also been patched. Good pressure, though, and frames out.
Yeah, anytime you talk about this heavyweight division, the margin for error is small. One head kick, you're rocked. And these guys can't make mistakes here. That's good for KW to get another rock right back. So Humble wants to keep this fight on the feet. You don't want to get with the ground with John Jones. He's able to keep it standing there in the clinch and getting a head kick of his own. Even though he got rocked, he's still doing a good time. Nice check hook there. On the whiff, Bruce.
Wow, that was like a flying knee. That was beautiful. That was like a crane knee. Did that like switch because of the range?
Know. I think he might have thrown the knee. If he threw the crane, it would have landed, right, Rob?
Right. So that was very interesting. I haven't really seen too many of those, but yeah, both these guys, KAI and Humble, are both really using their kickboxing really well and landing big shots. And now
nice.
Alistar's so good in the clinch too. So this is a very even fight between John and Alistar. Good takedown.
Yeah, wasn't able to stop that turning takedown. Now back in half guard. Perfect timing by KII. He's got 2.5 minutes, exactly the halfway point on the round again. So if this happens to Humble in this round and in the next round, it's going to be tough for him to win. But remember, he does have to do damage from this position in order to secure, victory. So not being able to posture up and land is not going to be good enough. So let's see if he does. He's on the backside position. He snuck it in off the deny, and this is really bad for Humble. Now trying to spin back and forwards, tracking left and right. He's changing direction a lot. He missed the chain, though. That's going to cost him a bit, and it looks like he's starting to build. The bar's getting a little bit too big, though. He's doing a good job changing. He's hang around to the top a little bit too much, though. He might want to come down the bottom. Now he's adjusting to the bottom side, but I think he spent too much time at the top. I think KAI is going to sink it in, and here it comes.
He's got it.
Wow, man. What a finish there. We didn't know how that transition was going to play out. It seems like he was going to get out of that submission, but as that game progressed, you got KAI, Kai W, able to come back and secure a nice rear naked choke for the win. That shows you have to be careful when you get into that back sitting position. because one transition block, you go into the choke, you're going to have a strong game that you have to play. And he even got that finish by even though he missed the chain. So it shows you how dominant that position is, just like it is in real life. Great job by KW for getting that win, Bruce.
Very good fight between both these guys, and KAI coming up with the dub, you know, taking that back. You do not want to get rear naked choked because chances are you will be finished. So avoid that position at all costs, like Boxer said. But yeah, both guys throwing a lot of head kicks. Good stuff from Humble with those crane kicks, avoiding those leg kicks. So, you know, just overall a beautiful fight and a big dub for KAI.
Yeah, I'm seeing
a tongue twister.
I'm seeing a little bit of shade in the chat tonight for that rear naked choke.
My
but
goodness,
I really think that, you know, first of all, it's John Jones. He has 5-star chokes. Yeah, he should tap someone out from that position. Second of all, you know, if your opponent gives you it, then you jump on it. You know, it wasn't Humble. It was not KII hunting the choke. It's Humble getting impatient and trying to transition out of that position. I mean, my advice would be give up the full mount every time and just camp and wait. Do not go for that transition. I mean, if your opponent is as good as they are at this level, which most people are, being in full mount is so much better than possibly giving up that rear naked choke. I mean, surely, I mean, you can just wait and just wait and just wait. Take a few shots. They're either going to roll to backside where you've got multiple options to roll to full guard, maybe try and sneak a get up in there if you think you can get it, or just wait, let them take the full mount, or just wait and try and camp. You know, I think if you're trying to transition out of that position in any way that is going to give your opponent a denial for that choke, you've already made a mistake, in my opinion. So it's not on the onus on, you know, KIA to hunt the choke. It's Humble, I think, getting impatient and trying to transition, and KIA punishing him for it. And that's what everyone should do in that position if your opponent is, you know, too quick to transition.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Bailey. And see, one thing people got to realize, that back sitting position, in real life, that's a dangerous position when you give up your back. I mean, commentators already are calling the fights over whenever someone is getting in that rear naked choke position now. But here's the thing, when it comes down to the video game and in that position, the ref will stand you up fast if they don't make a move. So if you really don't want to get rear naked choke from that position, you can camp on that denial to that side. The worst that can happen to you is you get full mounted and you get out from there. If they don't make a move, the ref is going to stand you up from that position. All right. So you it's one of those, and even when you get in that rear naked choke, it was a very close race. You had an opportunity to get out. You know, so I don't think that is, you know, too broken at the moment. You just got to realize that's a dominant position, as it is in real life, and you have opportunities to avoid it, and you just have to avoid it.
Yeah, my only gripe with the rear naked choke is just the ability. I feel like the ability to take people's backs in this game is just a little bit too easy. But
correct.
Even if you do get the rear naked choke, I think the stamina, if you have a huge stamina advantage, I believe that should play a big factor. I don't even know what those guys' stamina was, but yeah, to save the game, you don't want to be put in that back position. You'd want to camp that rear naked choke at all costs, and if you don't, you're gonna lose. That's it.
Yeah. I don't think it needs a nerf at that level with John Jones and 5-star chokes. I agree that it's, you know, it's a little overpowered when people like Conor McGregor are choking people out in that position. But again, in the ESFL, if they have your back, then do not try and transition unless you are 100% sure you can fake the timing, you can deny their transition and try and get out of it. You got to give up the full mount. That's just the if and or buts of it. So if you've got a problem with it being used at this level, well then that's what's going to happen if you try and transition. So
true.
There we go. Moving on. Different schools.
Very true.
It's fine. Right. Okay. Let's move on to the next fight of this evening. We're going to move on through. We'll be on to the main card soon as well. But we now have Yurda taking on LS-Perseu, LS-Perseu, a teammate of the man in the main event tonight, Perseu, who's competing for the belt against Zyaf. But first, let's see how he gets on at bantamweight.
Here we go. Yurda. We all know this guy. He is a beast, the EPF Supreme. Good head movement and a lot of pressure from Yurda. 1-1 right now, ranked number 14th against ranked 15th and LS. Boy, guys, LS. What does that stand for? This camp is dangerous.
Actually, no.
Okay, Lister Bros. His name is LS Lister Bros.
It is a dangerous camp. Why don't you name them, Rob? Give them a name. Legendary strikers.
The legendary Saiyans.
Or the strikers.
Wow. Pressure fighter, adapts to opponents, not afraid to ball. Here we go. This is a big chance for both these guys to maybe get into that top 10 conversation.
Maybe legacy seekers. I like that.
Legendary striker.
Yeah, that's good. It's the Los Sicaros, the hitmen. All right, that's good.
All right, Balin, yeah, take it away, round 1.
Yeah, double Yan pick up here. I'm sure you'd have something to say on that box, but we can dab on that in a second. We're going to see how much range is established initially, because obviously Yan has great block, great boxing. So usually it's just a trade of the block beating with those boxing combos early, and that's kind of what we're seeing now. A little bit of forward movement here, though, from Yurda, trying to occupy that center space. But nice counter right hand by Lister, wisely grabs the clinch. And Yurda pushes forward, walks right into that knee. That's not advisable. But it's just a tit for tat battle right now.
Yeah, first force of nature perk is what you want to utilize whenever you got this mirror match right here between Piotr and mirror match, because you will take less damage coming in when you have more stamina. So let's see who can manage their stamina. But right now, both these guys in the center of the octagon, and a huge uppercut there by Yoda, able to get a knockdown and go up to the finish.
Man.
Already. He is ready to get out of here and go watch the fights, Rob. He's like, yo, I'm out. Like, he came in, got the job done, and it's a wrap. It's over with already. I'm still talking about the matchup. It's over.
His mom was outside with the groceries, and she's like, baby, I need you to come help. He's like, okay, and he just got a fast knockout viciously. Yurda, 2-1 now, big W. In Boxer, I think the Force of Nature perk is if you have more health than your opponent, then you take less damage.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Not stamina.
Yeah, correct. Health. Yep.
Okay.
You're right.
Wow. So, yeah, so whoever strikes first blood, Bailey, and basically gets to snowball in the Peter Yan fight. But, yeah, no snowballing here because they just got taken out.
They did indeed. I mean, that was a double uppercut right there. He hit it once, he went straight back to it. And, that's a classic case of not backing out when you're hurt, right, guys? I mean, you take a big shot to the chin, and instead of sliding back, trying to cover, move away, you stay in there, you stay in the pocket for the follow-up shots. And that's how these fights get ended quickly, because it's not a flash rock, it's a big bit of damage, then another big bit of damage, and that leads to a knockdown. A rock happens when it's a large amount of damage almost instantaneously in a vulnerability window, but that's a knockdown. That's like big chunks of your head health going, and then a final one taking it out and you hitting the deck. So Lister Bros just hung in the pocket there and probably should have backed out, right?
Yeah. One thing you got to be cognizant of, whenever you get knocked down, you definitely need to understand if your opponent is going to do the dive punch into your guard, and you might not want to be in that position and look for that up kick to keep people off of you so you can survive. Because if you don't win that battle between should you sway your head or should you post after you get rocked and knocked down, it can be a quick night for you, and that's what we saw there. What you laughing at over there, Bruce?
Oh, I was laughing at Bailey and saying hit the deck. I don't know, it made me giggle. Yeah. That was funny. But yeah, you said it right, Boxer. If you get hit by a big shot in this game, and there's some situations where the ground and pound seems right, and there's some situations where you're just like, how did that finish me? But that was a good shot, and it's always nice to be able to finish your opponent after you hit him with something special. So good win by Yurda, and that was in dominant fashion, and that means something, right? When you finish how you finish the fight and what happened. So wow, beautiful stuff.
Yeah, in the first round as well. Right, let's take a quick look at the fight card. If you have been joining us tonight or you've missed any of it, we are about to move on up to the main card. We just have one more fight here. I feel like we've had more fights than this. Have we only done 3? I feel like we've done more than 3, no?
4.
We've done 4.
Yeah,
I guess
4.
the Morbid Madland fight didn't make the undercard there, but it did take place now. We're about to have Papadoc taking on Elite King. Great matchup between two veteran guys here. And then we'll be on to the main card with the likes of Spill Actions taking on Host Ninja. Rini coming up tonight taking on Wildlife. She is on a tear right now. Bulldog taking on Gaming Echo. Great matchup matchup there. Then we've got another LS team member in Mad Turk taking on Prime Boxer, and then Perseu challenging Zyaf for the PlayStation title this evening. But now we're going to jump on over to featherweight with Papadoc and Elite King. They are picking. They are ready to go. Let's see what they take.
Yeah, we got I mean, Papadoc right now ranked 17th, 1-2. But man, that doesn't define the player that Papadoc is. This guy is a multiple-time champion. He's got elite grappling, controls pace. I mean, this guy is just phenomenal everywhere. And you forget how good he is on the feet because he's just so good at, you know, taking you down and controlling you. I mean, wherever this fight goes, he's elite, part of that Team Dark camp. I mean, a standout fighter there. But Elite King ranked 19, also 1-2. Both these guys hungry for a win. Calm and collected, good head movement, presses forward. I don't know as much about Elite King boxer, but yeah, take it away. Talk about these picks.
Yeah, so if they choose Alexander Volkanovski versus Conor McGregor here, one thing, Conor may have a slight advantage on the stand-up, but Alexander is so balanced, great in the stand-up. One thing that you got to watch out for is that crazy leg perks with those powerful 93 kicks coming at you. And if you're able to attack those legs of Conor McGregor, but in this case, it looks like they're going to change. Let's see. We might see an Alexander Volkanovski mirror match, okay? And so if that's the case, one thing, Alexander only is an 80 in the switch stance. So if I can hurt your legs, get you to switch stance, now your power is only 80% of what it used to be. That could be a strategy going into this fight. You want to protect your legs against Alexander Volkanovski. This fight can go either way.
It's kind of crazy because Volkanovski does a lot of shifting in real life, where he'll shift into that southpaw and throw that right hand as a lead hook. I mean, that's like one of his go-to techniques. So I don't know why his switch stance is so low. He does that all the time. But we'll see about that. All right, here we go. They're going to touch him up. Like you said, Papadoc, a veteran here in the blue gloves, taking on another veteran almost of the ESFL at this point in Elite Kings. But they're going to tee off on each other from the outside here, see who dictates the range of the pace. It's Elite King who's pushing forward. Papadoc hanging around the outside of that center octagon piece. Missed that front kick twice now up the middle and being forced back. Nice lead head kick followed up with a straight right. And Elite King, that's the first time he's been hit yet in this fight. Lands that teep kick. Coming back up, same trick twice here and chops that outside leg like you talked about, Boxer. Oh, good uppercut though.
Wow. Okay, yeah, you got to watch out for Papadoc when you talk about the best of the best. Even though we're not in the main event right now, Papadoc is one of the best in the world right now, and he's going to be able to move his head and really download his opponent's combinations and make adjustments accordingly. And he's a beast on the ground, so you got to watch out here. Elite Kings pressing forward here. This has all been everything with the hands. They haven't really used too much of their feet, but just as I said, nice head kick. A lot of action here early on, Bruce.
Oh, and a very, very nice takedown by Papadoc, and that's huge. You do not want to be here. Slides right into full mount. Papadoc doesn't get the deny, but half guard postures up and now raining some bombs. And earlier in the fight, you saw a lot of lead head kicks, huh, Balian? From Elite King. Elite
King landed it once and then threw it 3 more times. He didn't land it after that, but maybe it's just a little technique he used. I mean, it's a very fast lead head kick. And he felt like with the straight, it kind of gives you some, you know, some coverage, but you do end up right in front of your opponent after that. So you better get out the way. Papadoc could grab the clinch in any of those situations if he wanted it, but nope. Instead, he decides to hit that ankle pick, which has been buffed a little bit as well, and now gets to deny, like you said, Rob. Going to posture up one more time. Here come the shots from the top. Nice slip to the outside, though, but hook, straight hook, and both from the block and one to the slip. There's the get up, denied though. Papadoc says no. Going to reposture here, see if he lands some of those quick straight punches down the middle. Oh my goodness. And Papadoc, you know, he has very good striking, but he was always known for that grappling.
Yeah, and so whenever you're on that top position, wrestle clinic, get a boost the fighters grapple defense whenever they're on top. So Papadoc able to drain a lot of stamina here with some of those early transition denials. And look at there, another transition. This is just gonna cook your opponent. And look, just as I said, gets a reversal here. Can Elite King turn the tides and land some damage here? He decides to get up. Like, I don't want any parts of this ground game. I'm ready to do some damage here, Bruce.
Yeah, smart move when you're facing against Papadoc. I mean, I don't know too much about Elite King's ground game, but he looks pretty feisty on the feet. He's being pretty active and attacking constantly. I mean, he's letting it fly, and that's always good. The first round is so close, though. I mean, who do you guys give it to?
Man, Papadoc with that takedown, I think, at the top control, but Elite King's giving it back as good as he can. He's doing a good job with the footwork and doing a lot of moving forward dips when he's throwing those straight punches. He's going 1-2 dip with the straight as well, following up with the 4-piece combo. So good work on the feet by EK, but yeah, Papadoc showing why he is one of the best in the world with that well-rounded game.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to give it to Papadoc, even though I saw the stats. I mean, Papadoc came out and had that nice combination early. And so Elite Kings, what does he have to do here in the second round? Because he's going to need the second round. Look there, able to get that front kick. And man, putting on a lot of pressure right now still, Bruce, with Elite King.
He is, and he's really firing that front kick nicely, catching Papadoc twice now. And Papadoc landing back, though. They're exchanging in the middle. Oh, big right hand by Elite King. Drops Papadoc. Wow. This fight is heating up, Balian.
Yeah, man, beautiful. Pitched over the top, perfectly timed, but here comes Papadoc on the single leg. Wow, he went into it twice there. I don't know if you can rechain a takedown in that way. You don't see that very often, but it doesn't matter. Elite King straight on the half guard, sweep from full guard, uses that GA and denies the immediate bump to full guard from Papadoc. A bit hasty by Papadoc, but a bit hasty by Elite King and trying to search for that full mount. Now they're going to settle. It becomes the game of chess that the ground game is, but Elite King says, no, screw you, Balian. I'm standing up, and they're back on the feet.
Yeah, and I like what Elite Kings is doing. He's showing how dominant he is on the feet here, able to get up a couple of times there from Papadoc. But one good thing that Papadoc did, he didn't let Elite Kings get into his full guard initially when he got that knockdown because of that up kick. We talked about that in the last fight. But right now, I like the pressure that I'm seeing from Elite Kings, but he has to be careful not to fall into these traps that Papadoc he's setting. He's looking at these combinations and he's going to move that head one time and then fire off a strong combination, just waiting for it, Bruce.
No, you're totally right. Papadoc always seems to lose the early exchanges in his fights, and then out of nowhere, he'll just bamboozle his opponent with a vicious combination. Usually like a head kick mixed in there, but wow, Elite Kings is keeping up with him on the feet and on the ground, and I think he's got an edge right now in the standing. I mean, he's landing some big shots right now.
Yeah, it was a beautiful sequence right there as well from Papadoc. Landed a nice 4-piece combo, shot the single and turned it, but Elite King says no, got straight back up, and then he whiffed on the switch kick as well. So Elite King's kind of seeing everything right now. He's getting tagged a little bit, but he's got his eyes open and he's getting a read on Popper and what his offensive weapons are, baiting out the head movement, slips as he advances forwards as well. Jab right hand pitch over the top, doesn't land. Papadoc with a double jab back into that teep kick to the body, but Elite King's pressuring him now, trying to force the offense out. Got to be careful though, because those triple hooks are coming out. There's that ducking right hand as he moves forward. We've seen that a few times. Papadoc now trying to counter with that big right hook, sitting down, and then another front snap kick up the middle. He's landed that a couple of times as well, driving to the cage. Let's see where he goes from here. Double shot to the head, maybe hip toss. No, Papadoc circles off and still dipping and pitching. Oh, they trade kicks. The head kick lands on Papadoc though, and he's rock dipping under, but he's covering up and back, both burning the stamina there as well. Wow, what a sequence.
Yeah, what a sequence there. Trading kicks and Elite Kings getting the better of that exchange. And right now, I still feel that Papadoc is dangerous. As soon as I said it, get a rock there with a huge right rear leg kick, throwing it again here to end that round. I never know which way it's going to go in this second round. Maybe get a slight edge to Elite Kings. I don't know, Bruce.
I don't know. Look at it's pretty even. He did get a knockdown. I don't believe Papadoc got a knockdown. I'm pretty sure that scores pretty heavily, but man, it could be 1-1, but very close second round. And Papadoc is answering back too on the feet. This is definitely a closely contested fight between these two amazing athletes. Oh, right hand lands. Papadoc going to the body, drops him on top, raining down, Balian, but he slips it.
Oh my goodness.
He survives.
Papadoc just pulling out the irons from the forge there and just throwing them back in the face of Elite Kings. I mean, great way to counter that pressure. We saw him go for that at the end of the second round there. Was out of range with it, but Elite King camping that front kick a little too much, and Papadoc just dancing on the inside, closing the distance beautifully. And using that distance that the Elite King's trying to create against him, really, by just getting on the inside, triple hooks to the body is always a guaranteed rock almost, but he dropped him that time as well. Now on the back, going into that side control position, doesn't get it. Elite King rolled back through onto full guard here. Let's see if he can get up. Couple of shots on a pass right here. Didn't even set that up, but a nice fake dig under for the sweep. Doesn't get it. Now half stamina on the bottom. Half guard posture up. He's going to get that transition, and he takes it here. Papadoc now inside control. 3 minutes on the clock with a drop in this round. He's ready to work, boxer. Into mount.
Yeah, if you could give a black belt out to someone for this game, I definitely would give it to Papadoc on the ground.
Oof.
I mean, he is so comfortable here, landing some huge ground and pound here from Papadoc, and this is not where you want to be. You know, Papadoc is already that he gets a huge rock early in this round, doing a lot of control and damage here on the feet, and you're facing a lot of adversity. If you're Elite Kings, you got to find a way back to your feet. You're literally in the worst position, and this is a way to start it out here, Bruce, getting out of that crucifix position, but he still has a long way to go because Papadoc is heavy on top.
Yeah, he is, and now he's posturing up, raining down a couple straights, and those rock him again. Oh, big damage, and Papadoc is one of those players where his ground game is a black belt, but I also feel like his mind game, his mental is a black belt. He's always in there. He's never wavered, and he's always ready to make a read and make an adjustment. And there it is. Big shots, Bailey. Oh, he ducked. Beautiful head movement from Elite King.
From Papadoc, you mean, right? Oh, no, sorry, they've switched screens. Okay, my bad. You are right. From Elite King, kept himself in it with a sway underneath. I was going to say Papadoc's been doing that all fight, but Elite King showing off his own head movement, rolls underneath the overhand beautifully. Back on the assault, but Papadoc's not done yet. Trying to fire off on him. There's another teep. They traded kicks like that in this second round, and Papadoc got the worst of it. This time, his teep finds the body, knocks him down, back on the hooks as well as he tries to push towards the cage. Another teep up the middle. Elite King taking his time here, trying to find the perfect timing on that shot and get on the inside with the boxing, but Papadoc is teeing off right now. There's that slip straight though, still charging him down. Both men are just pouring it out here, Boxer.
Yeah, man, they got to be careful. Last
20 seconds.
20 seconds in this fight, it still could go either way. I like how Papadoc is using that teep kick to find the range of his opponent, and man, I think it's gonna end. There you go. Wow, Papadoc leaves no question at the end of the match. A huge knockout there.
Wow.
Papadoc taking the match. Wow.
Man, just that let him walk right into that lead elbow.
Yeah, nasty.
Something.
Oh, Lee King had to come forward though, and right here you see it. Boom! A little check elbow around the temple, around the dome piece of Elite Kings. Wow, Papadoc, another big dub here in the ESFL.
It's almost Tony Ferguson style. It was almost like a lateral elbow there. He stepped into it. That was good. I mean, I don't know if he just threw them because he felt there was pressure coming forward, but the one thing that you could see Elite King doing the entire fight was throwing the jab, stepping in, using the ducking slip to move forward, and then coming back with a hook. And then right there, he stepped in with a jab, through the ducking slip, and he moved forward right into the range of the elbows, and Papadoc just held his ground, popped it out there, and knocked him out cold. That's a great finish. Don't see that every day.
Yeah, I mean, man, I've been here time and time again when you're facing some of these top players, especially in the ESFL. You think you got them. You think that you're on top. You're like, I finally got him. I finally got him. And you're just calculating that one slip, that one move right there at the end. And we saw Papadoc do it. I mean, just out of nowhere, he's able to make the minor adjustment when you think that you have him conditioned, and take full advantage there. And it's nice to see Papadoc get that finish instead of letting it go to the judges. Even though I think he would have won it even if it went to the judges there, but that was a crazy knockout there, Bruce, from Papadoc.
Yeah, absolutely vicious. And Papadoc is one of the players that has been a mainstay, a staple of the community, and he's been a high level competitor. I mean, throughout all of the UFC games on the ESFL, UFC 3, and now UFC 4 that I can remember. And he found himself in a position where he was, 1-2, ranked 17th, and he was facing Elite King, and you could tell Elite King is a killer. I mean, ground game, striking, he was letting it fly. He was flowing out there, and to take out a player like that with your kind of not his back against the wall, but we're used to seeing Papadoc in the main events, the co-main events, and he gets another W here, and I'm sure he'll be right back up there towards the top 10 after a performance like that, Bailey.
I can only agree. We're going to move on now to the main card this evening. Lots of good fights and big names coming up, though. First, Host Ninja taking on Spill Action. Matchup of two very, very talented fighters. This should be a good one. I mean, both guys around the same level, ready to get it on. They looks like they've never fought before either, but it's taking its place at lightweight tonight as well. And look at Host Ninja's little profile banner. You seen that before? I like that. That's nice.
Pretty slick.
Yeah, Rayhan uses that one, and whenever I see it, I'm like, I'm in some trouble.
Oh, like Spills though with the cat eyes. I don't know if you guys can see it behind the commentary booth here.
These are cool.
Yeah.
I like that. That's
I like
nice.
these. Yeah, those are awesome. But yeah, here we go, guys. We're moving up towards the top 10 in the world in the PS4 genre. We got ranked number 7, Host Ninja, undefeated in ESFL competition, including the ESFL Open Grand Prix. Confident everywhere, patient aggression. This guy is a beast. But he's fighting against number 6 Spill Action, and this guy has improved so much. He was already considered one of the top level strikers, but he's leveled up again. He's been competing in the 8OX Muay Thai tournaments in the ESFL, grinding, getting better, dipping his hands in glue and glass and fighting like Jean-Claude Van Damme. And now he's ready, counter heavy, likes to take a back foot and fight off his heel a little bit. Slick defense. Spill Actions is the real deal. This should be a wonderful exchange here.
Yeah, this is going to be a crazy fight. Actually, these two fighters mirror match. They get a bump whenever they have less health than their opponent. Then the incoming damage is less. So this is going to be a crazy fight. You might see some comebacks here, baby.
A little back and forth, most likely. There's some good control from Ninja, holding Spill against this cage. Spill trying to camp that body knee by the looks of it. But at a certain point, you either got to try and hit it or move out, right? Unless he is stuck here. No, okay. And it turned into a catch against the cage. Just a little bit of a weird buggy thing there, but Spill waiting a little bit too long there, took a little bit of damage, but nothing too serious. Nice fake on the league leg kick going into the roundhouse of the body though nicely, and then stepped in with the rear uppercut when planted, but a nice chopping roundhouse to counter as Host Ninja tried to slide back, and Ninja doing a lot of stance switching right now. Early gets around the kick there, grabs the clinch, nice knee to the body on the break and ducks under for the double, bails on it. Nice counter throw, but the get up as well. Nice sequence.
Yeah, that was a nice sequence there. Anytime you can get that double leg bail and then see if your opponent, if they can stop the myriad of options available. But right now, Tony Ferguson can do it all on the hands and on the ground here. Right now, Spill Actions is taking. He doesn't have the stamina advantage right now, but still doing a good job. But Host Ninja putting on a lot of pressure here. No telling what we can see from these different positions. These guys really, nobody has stood out right now in this fight for taking the early lead here. They're just filling each other out still, Bruce.
Yeah, most definitely a fill out process, and Host Ninja is doing a good job of landing those body kicks, sapping that stamina. Again, there's a body kick. That one might have been blocked. Sometimes you can't tell, but there's the first shot. Can he get the takedown? No, he denies it. Beautiful stuff by Spill.
Oh wow, yeah, another one in there. And Host really looking for whatever he can. I like the different striking and different MMA sequences we've seen in this fight so far. Both guys attacking with the clinch, attacking with the kicks, attacking with the boxing. No takedowns yet, even though they've both tried. There's the helicopter sound from Rob because we're seeing a little helicopter action from Ninja with all those spins. Nice pull counter into the right hand there by Spills. It's going to march forward with the 1-2, and Ninja tries to come back with the straight. There's another teep in, and we've ended up in this clinch position so many times in the fight. It's been quite interesting to see. A knee bar maybe we'll have roll out from there at some point.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you talk about that Tony Ferguson pick, he has a myriad of like strikes and everything available, and that's why this fight is a little tough right now to call and see who's on top. I mean, it's still trying to figure each other out. Nice teep kicks there by Spill Action coming out, but I'm still not sure like who took round 1 here. Who would you guys have to give it to?
I would have to give it to Host Ninja because he is slicing and dicing with that spinning elbow and also landing some good body kicks as well, and has a stamina advantage going into round number 2.
Just tried to do a quick refresh because I know you guys are ahead of us, but my mouse just exploded. You know when YouTube gets stuck on the scroll wheel, right? And you can't click off. We're getting a little scroll wheel stuck, and we're going to get back to the fight. Okay, it's gone.
We're back in round 2. Already a takedown denied there. Spill Actions pressing forward. Nice right hand there, but that got blocked. But man, look at this. This fight is just going back and forth.
Nice
no
slip.
one really able to do a lot of damage here. Nice catch right into the cage. Okay. Will Host Ninja be able to take the back here? Or is he going to let just to do some damage right here against the cage, Rob?
Man, it looks like he's happy just throwing big shots, nice elbows, sharp elbows on Bay.
Yeah, I don't know what Spill is waiting for, because this is what happened in the first round, and he just sat here and took damage. Is he trying to camp the body knees? I mean, at this point, once you take a few shots, you just decide to circle, right? As long as you're not getting spammed with a body knee, you take 2 on the way out. That's the worst that's going to happen. But this is much, much worse right here. I don't know why he's not able to move from this position. And I don't know if he is trying to camp the body knee, but he really needs to circle. I mean, this is Spill looking for that far side grip. Has no one taught Spill the way to get out from that clinch? What's happening there, Spill?
Yeah, well, it seems like his mind was set on, I'm going to get out on the Wizard side, and it cost him right here. Host Ninja able to land a huge straight there for a huge knockdown. And look, now we're back in this position. Now, let's talk about this. Look at what Host Ninja is doing. He's throwing a couple of knees, and then he's changing it up, and man, he's able to get a lot of damage there from that cage position. We don't see that often, bro.
No, you don't. And sometimes, I mean, your mind can play tricks on you against that cage, and someone can hold you, and you just don't make the right decision, and you get stuck there. I mean, it's happened to me before, but it's a tough position, and Spill's not performing too well in that. And now he's eating so many knees, so many sharp elbows. It's just an uphill battle for Spill actions. Hopefully Braveheart's near.
Yeah, he's going to have to do something special. There's a nice takedown, though, but Ninja gets the late denial back to the feet here. And low on the stamina, will recover relatively well going into the third round with higher altitude, but Ninja's been mixing up his attacks. He doesn't know what's coming. Is it the boxing? Is it the teeps? Is it the knees? He's done a good job of spinning elbows. There's been a lot of different offense coming out from Host Ninja, so it's hard for Spills to sit back like this and try and fight defensively, because you can't really make a read on what attack is coming. And if you just let someone like Ninja walk forward, especially with Tony Ferguson, you're just going to get overwhelmed. There's double uppercut breaking that snap down clinch attempt. An elbow over the top gets the lead hook in there, but Spill action's head health is so low, pulls counters and follow-up elbow. So he's doing an okay job here, but at some point he is just going to crumble under this pressure, you have to feel.
Thought it was going to do more damage than what it did, but man, boy, those elbows from that clinch position for the cage. Look at there.
Oh, wow.
Wow. A huge knockdown there from Host Ninja, definitely to solidify that round. He did so much damage against the cage, throwing those elbows. I mean, any damage now up top is going to award him with a knockdown here. Man, Host Ninja is doing a real good job. What does Spill actions need to do to get back in this fight?
Oh, man. I don't really know, because Spill actions, or excuse me, Host Ninja is just employing that strategy where you're throwing the knees, you're throwing the elbows, the spinning elbows, and then you're grabbing and hip toss. It's just a really tough strategy to fight against when you're in Spill actions, position. So, and now he's grabbing the head and just throwing uppercuts. Oh, dirty fight.
Yeah, Ninja's just pouring it on. He knows Spill cannot take this. And this is how you play Tony Ferguson, right? You just keep going and going. It doesn't matter what you hit your opponent with, as long as you just keep touching them and hitting them and just wearing them out, grinding them down, lowering the stamina. Nice straight catches him there, even though when he's trying to slip. Spill's getting the head movement going, but he just took too much damage against that cage, and that's really where the fight just turned on him, and he was just getting hit and rocked and dropped by everything that followed up afterwards. I'm not sure what happened, if Ninja was doing something we don't know about, or if Spill just really had a tough time against that cage. Again, he gets countered. He's going to get the late denial get up, but he's no stamina. Watch out for the switch kick to the body. He doesn't get it now. Snap down on the clinch. The uppercut return from Spill, but it's got 3 minutes to try and survive almost, because I don't know if he's going to get something off the straight pierce, but look how much head health Ninja's got. He's recovered so well, Boxer. I just don't see any path to victory for Spill in this one.
Yeah, at this point, you never know what can happen, but I really like the strategy there by Host Ninja. He's getting it done in an unconventional fashion with an unconventional fighter. So it definitely fits the Tony Ferguson style here. But any head damage here that Spill action takes, it's going to be a rock. So just one grab in the clinch there. Look at that huge elbow and a huge
stop the fight.
It is the ref going to, when is the ref going to stop it? My goodness, stop the fight. Man, but one thing I like there, you don't see that. He was throwing elbows in that clinch against the cage instead of just the regular fist strikes. And those were doing a lot of damage. Like you said, Bruce, just slicing and dicing all the way to the victory. I mean, it's really nothing you could do in that case unless you was to take the fight to the ground. Spill Actions getting it done. I mean, I'm sorry, Host Ninja getting it done against a strong Spill Action.
Yeah, Spill Actions is a phenomenal striker. So Host Ninja made that fight gritty and dirty and nasty. Came in and was throwing the helicopter on him. You heard Arnold Schwarzenegger, get to the job. He's like, bang, bang, bang. And then, man, that's a hard. Have you guys faced anyone
Now, hopefully, we'll see when people come back. I'll just keep waving at the screen, everybody, until they see us again. Hello, hello. We should be back. Everything should be fine. There we go.
All right, are we back on?
Oh yes, we're back. We're back. Okay, right.
Yeah.
At least it happened at the end of a fight, right? Like that's we didn't miss a fight, so that's fine.
Hello,
Boxer analysis. Who was midway through the helicopter-based strategy?
Wow, I hope you guys heard Bruce Lee Rob talking about the helicopter and Arnold Schwarzenegger, man. That was a good one, but we pretty much was just saying an unconventional way to get that fight done, throwing the elbows in that clinch against the cage instead of the regular strikes there, just doing a lot of damage and eating a lot of stamina at the same time. From there, you can just relax, take it easy, clinch your opponent, do what you got to do. And that was an amazing finish there by Host Ninja against a strong Spill Action.
Yeah, the clinch work is probably the weirdest thing about that, I feel like in some ways. I don't really know what happened with it, but there we go. Right, let's just make sure we get refresh in the chat here, guys. Refresh. If you can't see the stream, I'm just going to copy and paste that for everybody, because some people probably haven't clicked the refresh button. It doesn't always pop up. But right, let's move on to the next one whilst everyone is sorting that out. It is time now for a great matchup. Two up-and-coming contenders ready to take each other on here. We have the deadly Word Life set to take on the wonderful Miss Rini tonight. Both are on hot streaks. Rini been absolutely killing the game. She is ranked super high in online world championships right now. I don't even know how high, but she's always up there, always top 5, gets the time and puts the grind in, and Word Life is someone not to mess around with. So I really like this matchup. Tough challenge between both. Let's just cross our fingers that nothing explodes when I press this button. Okay, and we're good. Take it away, Rob.
Yeah, guys, here we go. A big fight for both of these competitors.
Oh, no. In a minute, I'll just take us over to the fight screen while we wait right here for everyone to get things going. I'm hoping that all the audio sorted. Welcome back, everybody there as well. Very sorry about this. I was just saying that in the history of ESFL, I don't think we've had a crash like this, or at least maybe we've had a couple of crashes on the way, but it's not a common thing. Thank you to Rini and Word Life for waiting. You guys can go ahead and ready up now if you're listening in, or maybe the guys at the back can let them know. You guys apparently gave a really good breakdown, Boxer and Rob. Did you? Can we hear it again?
Yeah. Yeah. We can try to recreate it. You got Word Life right now using the first look light heavyweight version of Israel Adesanya versus Gokhan Saki. This is a very interesting pickup here, but more interestingly, Israel Adesanya bringing a lot of that speed and a lot of that accuracy and the power over there from the light heavyweight division. So Israel moves really good for a light heavyweight, but still has all of that power. Now, when you talk about Gokhan Saki, also punching power in 95. You can't head movement in 93. You got to watch out. This is going to be a great fight between two fighters that are playing at the top of their game right now, Bruce.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I don't know how much you guys heard, but Word Life and Rini, just both extremely good strikers. This is huge in their career right now. Let's go.
Yeah, we'll see.
Here we go.
Bold pick by Rini, but she seems confident there. Nice timing on the turning side kick there. Good way to stop that forward pressure. Quick double up on the knees there as well. And definitely, I mean, she can match him stat-wise. Striking obviously doesn't have as many effective areas else to take this fight, but we'll see here. Word Life, you really using the frame of Adesanya right there, but nice double leg kick on the way out. Good adjustment by Rini, catching him framing out like that. You auto block the head when you frame, but leg kicks are open. Rini found a home from right there. Tries to get the turning strike in. Missed this time. And now the clinch work from Word Life. Nice adjustment. A good break.
Yeah. Word Life is playing really good right now. Like we said, against one of the best players in the OWC. And one thing that Word Life is able to do is use the range of Israel Adesanya with those kicks and those teep kicks. And you see how he's able just to gauge that distance, take his time, and just pick you apart here. But if you're ready, this is one thing that Saki can do. Powerful leg kicks, 95 leg kicks. So you got to watch out.
Yeah.
You definitely do. You definitely do, and already Rini has already done some good damage to that left leg, and again a vicious leg kick, and now Word Life's gonna have to fight in that southpaw stance. And you know, Word Life sometimes when he's facing a little adversity, he cracks, but we'll see what he does right now.
Overhand into the lead overhand. I know they patched the lead overhand combos, but I don't know if they got that one. I don't know how many fighters have overhand into the lead overhand as a combo, but that came out very fast. And like you said, Rob, those leg kicks, they're going to add up, force a switch stance. Obviously, Adesanya has a great switch stance stat, but Word Life might not be as good from that position. And Rini is going to have a little bit of a tougher time landing the inside leg kick. Again, beautiful job by Word Life, sitting on the range and countering with a big left hand as Rini stepped in for that turning side kick. So she can't make misses like that. And there's the frame of Adesanya paying off for Word Life. Rini forcing and having to chase down Word Life here.
I'm telling you, Word Life has been playing phenomenal lately. And 98 switch stance from with Israel Adesanya. Doesn't matter. You're going to have to beat up both of those legs there. But obviously, that was the game plan going in, was to attack the legs of Adesanya, because Gokhan Saki doesn't have the best stats on the ground. But Word Life, what you'll see here, he will do these spinning back kicks at the cost of stamina, but he's very effective at doing them, Bruce.
Yeah, he really is, and he'll also feint that lead leg and then fire off a head kick. He's so good with his feints. Nice by Rini there, though. And that leg, big elbow, drops Rini. Word Life takes round one by storm.
Yo, Word Life ain't playing around right now.
That pull counter elbow still in there, part of that meta right there. Beautiful pull counter elbow, and the ducking head kick as well. Threw Rini off with the timing, and she blocked high and dropped the hands last second right there. Thought it was coming low. Great job. Tough first round for Rini, but you know, that leg did get beaten up. Like you said, it's part of the strategy. Kind of strange. He can switch stance. He's trying to force a different fight from Word Life. Let's see if she can do that, but definitely down that first round going to Word Life.
All right, so facing some adversity from Rini, but look, Rini knows. It's a reason why Rini picked Gokhan Saki here, and we see doing a lot of that leg damage, but we don't know how the judges are going to see just leg damage. But it's going to be interesting to see between round 2 and if it goes into round 3, how is that left leg is going to be doing of Izzy? You know, Bruce. So what do you think about the strategy here in that pickup of Gokhan Saki?
It's a good. Oh my goodness! I think it's a good one. I mean, she's done so much damage to the left leg, and now the right leg got cracked. It's a battle between the head health of Gokhan Saki on Rini and the left leg and the right leg. Which one will hold up? And right now, another leg kick. That's gonna open up the head. Another one. She's looking like Papa Lemur out there.
Nice work by Rini, and it's not that she's attacking with them constantly, so she's timing them really well. She's catching him at vulnerability windows, and she's really nailing the timing. And speaking of timing, though, Word Life is mixing up the timing on everything he's throwing really well. That's why it's so hard for Rini to kind of get a read sometimes, as Word Life will fake throw things at different speeds, mix up the timing on the spinning elbows there, as well as that lead switch kick to the head. So the lead question mark kick. So it's been a nice from Word Life, but Rob, Rini is just cracking those legs like you said, and it will slow down the footwork of Adesanya, making it a bit easier for Rini to close it. Oh my God, what a shotgun shot of a liver shot right there off the straight left, and now he's on top trying to finish with the ground and pound. Rini on the back where you do not want to be with Saki here underneath. A postured up Word Life with Adesanya raining shots from the top position. Recovers well, but she is in a world of trouble now, Boxer.
Yeah, Gokhan Saki on the ground, not one of the best. I mean, bottom and top control of only an 80. So right now you got Word Life on top of you with a strong style bender, able to bend the styles from the stand up to the ground and showing you, but you gotta watch out for the leg with the strongest leg kicks in the light heavyweight division at a 95. At some point, if you're Word Life, you need to start checking these. Yeah, these leg kicks, because this right here.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
what?
Oh, take it away.
Yeah, man. Word Life definitely has to camp those checks at this point, but that's gonna open up his head. His head health is so high right now. He's gonna be able to front kick. Anderson Silva. He fakes that front leg. Rini in trouble. She's wobbled. Spinning head kick lands off the block. The forearms are hurting. Oh. My goodness, Bailey, what is going on? This is wildness.
Lovely to see Word Life just use every technique he has in his tool belt and time them all perfectly. Mix them up. Oh my God, so accurate, just so precise with his animations. But Rini is still in it. Those legs are still flashing. It's about whoever's moving forward, really, in this fight. It seems like when Rini's coming forward, she's getting all those rocks off. But then when Word Life cracks her and starts to move forward as well, he's timing everything beautifully. So what a tough fight for both Adversity City.
This is why I call this fight out early. I knew it was going to be some fireworks, and that's what we're seeing. We're seeing Word Life play at the top of his game right now. A lot of his strikes are so versatile. They're coming high, they're coming low, they're coming spinning, they're coming from all different angles, actually simulating a real-life Israel Adesanya, and this is exciting to see. But facing adversity himself, because these legs are toast for breakfast, Rob. Like, what is going on? What do you see in this fight?
Yeah, they're toast, but they left him in the toaster a little too long. They're burnt up right now. Yeah. And Rini still has head health right now. You know, she's still okay. And Word Life's legs are in such a tough position, but wow, anything, I don't know. Rini's in trouble. Rini's in big trouble, in my opinion.
He's giving her that lead leg right now, though. He wants her to throw it. Like, they're both. He knows what she's looking for, and he's going to try and use that to time those front kicks, to time those head kicks, to get it in here. And it's just a battle of feints. A battle of feints between both of them. Nice catches Rini. She tries to throw the knee. This is real bad. Nice step out from Rini, though. She has to find a way to work those leg kicks in. Can't get too flustered by the oncoming pressure when Word Life moves forward. She's got a lot of damage off herself. But it's just so hard. Word Life is just mixing everything up, and he knows what she's looking for.
Yeah, Word Life a lot of mix up. And look at that huge head kick there. Getting on top. Did not get the up kick. Can Word Life finish it off against a huge Rini and gets the job done? Word Life playing at the top of his game with Israel Adesanya has to feel good about that performance, Rob. That fight lived up to the hype. We thought it was going to be fireworks, and it delivered on all levels, Rob. What a fight.
Oh, man, I mean, what a performance by both of these athletes. But, yeah, once Word Life, he has that gear he hits, and once he starts getting comfortable in the fight and he starts flowing, you see those feints coming out, and he utilized that front lead leg feint overhand beautifully and takes out a dangerous Rini, and she was doing such a phenomenal job attacking those legs viciously. But Word Life started checking it in the third round and just did, man, that was just he put on a clinic, he put on a show, and he took out one of the best competitors so far, one of the biggest wins in Word Life's career, now 2-0, undefeated in the ESFL Season 2, Balian.
What a great fight. What a great fight. We all called it out at the start, and we saw it happening right there as well. Just, they're both so good, so technical, and Rini was just really timing everything beautifully with those leg kicks. And then obviously we saw Word Life also trying to time everything really nicely off his fakes as well. But when it comes down to that bit at the end, when, you know, you're both hurt, you're both in a dangerous situation, and they start faking each other, you know, Word Life knows she's looking for the leg kicks. Rini knows he's just trying to set up those head kicks. It was a really beautiful display of, you know, elite striking, and also just the mind games that go into a game like this when you've got so many options and so many different ways and speeds and methods and ranges to attack from. Just trying to fake each other out, find the openings, make people walk into your traps, and just execute that. It was a good job by Word Life getting the finish as well.
Yeah, anytime you look at that striking and you had those feints and you use those feints effectively, especially when you got low feints and then going high and then throwing in feints from the jab. I mean, you're really taking that striking to the next level. Things come out unexpectedly. The timing is off, and that's what we was able to see there. Man, great fight.
Right. All right. Great fight indeed. Right. We're going to move on and hope that there aren't any more crashes. Every time we change scene here, I have a mini panic attack. So We're okay. I think is it made of wood? Bloody hell, I don't even know. Ours is made of wood these days. They'll burn down, aren't they? Right, okay, we're going to move on now to the next fight of this evening at lightweight. We have two. I love this matchup, man, because this is two young guns that have finally met each other, man. They've both been independently working their way through the ESFL rankings, but now they get to match up for our viewing pleasure here this evening. A great little fight here between Gaming Echo and OG Bulldog. Yep. So we're going to jump on in. It's lightweight. Rob, please fill these people in about these two fighters.
All right, we got OG Bulldog, the youngster, the gangster, number 5 in the world, 2-1. This guy has gotten so much better, super aggressive with his striking, his wrestling, and when he's on top, good luck getting this man off you. He's elite in those top positions, phenomenal fighter, but he is fighting Gaming Echo. Get him out of here. Savage, aggressive striking, clean combinations. But we all know what Gaming Echo is looking for, and that's the submission. His submissions are elite at the highest level. He submitted so many different names at Veda, Swiss, and so on and so forth. Boxer, take it away.
Hey, right now, I really don't know what's going on, but all I see is Dustin Poirier. And Dustin Poirier right now, I mean, is very, very dangerous with the 96 striking speed, 95 power, and 97 accuracy. Okay, and Gaming Echo is elite, you know, but with this Lynch pickup, like, yeah, I'm got to search for the strategy. You know, why Gaming Echo wanted to use Lynch? Maybe something, yes, on the ground. So we're going to see probably a way to get this fight to the ground, Balian. But right now, wow. Gonna be interesting.
I think he's just trying to show off. I mean, Nick Lentz probably has good recovery and good chokes is the only thing I can think of. He's got a really good guillotine as Nick Lentz, so I don't know if he's going to look for that. The submission stat overall will be high as a result of that, but I think he's trying to flex on him here. This is two young guns both trying to prove a point, you know, so we'll see. Boxer, you got the stats?
Flex, babe. This is a huge flex. Every stat on the stand-up is an 80 except kick power.
Wow.
Okay? Every stat on the grappling is an 80 except top control and sub defense. This is a huge flex if he's able to get this win.
Oh, all right.
That's incredible. Gaming Echo, you know, putting a lot of pressure on himself to get this W, picking Nick, trying to show off. And you saw he tried to get that guillotine earlier, and OG Bulldog denied it. Now on top. This is where OG Bulldog shines and already gets an early denial there.
Yeah, the patience from Bulldog will be, you know, just showing through in this fight. He has absolutely no reason to rush. He's going to be better over the course of the distance. He's going to hit harder, so he doesn't need to throw as many strikes. And he also just has, you know, the accuracy and the stamina, and to know that if he does miss, it doesn't matter. So it's just patience from Bulldog. He's not going to rush anything. And of course, the pressure is already on for Gaming Echo right here to get up and to find a way to, you know, keep moving forward in this fight and not start lagging behind, because as soon as he starts to lag behind, he will drag behind. And now Bulldog's taking that full mount. Nice bump out of here. He tried to pass to side control there to beat him. A nice deny by Gaming Echo. They're getting that half guard. Fakes it once, fakes it twice. 2 shots to build the GA. Goes into the full guard. Nice work by there. Full bar GA there for Gaming Echo. So he has a complete command of the ground game there, knowing exactly when he's going to max that G out. Foot on the hip fake. Backside hip fake there, but doesn't get it. Straight pass from half guard to Bulldog. Straight to the side control position as well. So Bulldog giving as good as it gets on the ground here with Gaming Echo. Now having to work his way back to full guard.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, right now Bulldog is pretty much in a position where these two fighters are kind of even. They're both in the high 80s, low 90s, bottom ground, top control. So not too much advantage right here, but still a lot of control time. You still need to do some damage from the top, but I guess the judges still will award you the round if your opponent hasn't done any damage and been on the bottom the whole time, but you never know. But OG Bulldog playing it safe right now against a strong Gaming Echo, able to get this Lynch pickup. I mean, this is huge here, but right now able to get some nice ground and pound there from OG Bulldog, and that may be enough to win the round.
Oh,
but
there it is.
Look at here. You never know. Look at this. Just control the whole time. I mean, I'm not sure what the strategy is.
That guillotine,
Bruce, but
I'm telling
what
you.
are you seeing there?
Nick Lentz has a great guillotine. I don't know what level it is. Does it say what level it is? I'm saying it must be level 4 at least.
Standing guillotine?
No, any guillotine.
Any guillotine. But we saw him attack that guillotine earlier, so that's the thing about Gaming Echo. It doesn't matter what you do to him, what you put him through. He's always going to be there, and he's always going to be able to get a submission if they're in these grappling exchanges. And right away, he tries to get that back, but good defense by OG Bulldog. There's another shot, relentless. And no, again, beautiful defense by OG.
Oof. Trading back on the feet. He's already taken a chunk of that head health there. But we'll see if Gaming Echo can stay in this. In terms of the damage he took, it was relatively low. Back to the back this time as well. Bulldog just showing, man, he's comfortable dealing with this kind of a meta. And just able to beat these back control positions. Nice job there, though. Gaming Echo drives on through. I think Bulldog hit a direction. Usually that's the case with that takedown. Or maybe he just pushed forward and Bulldog let go of the triggers there in terms of the defense. But now he has top position, but immediately swept. But maybe he wants this, guys. That could have been an instant transition. Sometimes we see that to give it up to get to that guard position where you can try and sink something in. Maybe he feels comfortable here, so look for Gaming Echo to set things up. He did a lot of hip fakes, you know, in that last round. I didn't set anything up previously, so let's see if he snags that guillotine. Hip fake again. Hip fake again. He's doing this. He's not following up, so I want to know what the strategy is.
Yeah, I mean, some of the cards have been exposed here. We know he wants to fight to the ground. Bailey,
he's building GA. That's building GA right there. Sorry, my bad. Didn't mean to interrupt, but I'm just trying to have a look at what he's actually doing with those hip fakes. Go ahead.
Yeah, building GA, but look, you know, fights back to the ground. Bulldog is aware of that, and this is where he wants to keep this fight right there, able to land a huge uppercut on that takedown attempt or that duck there by Gaming Echo. And I mean, right now you're in the middle of this fight here. Whatever your strategy is, I think you need to start deploying it like ASAP, quick, fast, in a hurry, because OG Bulldog right now is just picking you apart. Already has round one. If you're going to flex, then you need to start going ahead and showing them biceps right now, Rob.
Oh, this is where he's going to flex. He's got the back, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where Gaming Echo shines. Does he lock it in? No, he goes top mount. Smart decision, because you know Bulldog was camping that.
Yeah, like we said earlier, I mean, I don't think Bulldog is going to be silly enough to try and transition from there. I love the straights from full mount. They're very fast, but nice job by Bulldog making the adjustment quickly after the second one. Denies the half guard. He's posturing up again. Here we go with the arm. One deny. He's going to try and lock in this joint sub from full mount here. He's going to learn the timing on it. I wouldn't expect him necessarily to get the first one, and gives up on it there as well. Maintains full mount. Back to this posture up. He's only got 50 seconds to work. But Gaming Echo, the fact that he was able to get this position is very impressive.
Well, now going for it, he could be trying to pull, make a point here. Submission only 88. If he's able just to pull off a submission with Nick Lynch, I mean, that is, you know, with submissions of 88, man, he might be trying to make a point here. But we see his strategy now. I think it is to ground and pound and try to get some sort of submission back.
He might won that round.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, he gets the full mount, takes his back, drops some bombs on him. I mean, not too much damage, but yeah, I mean, I love the Nick Lentz pick because, hey, it's a new look. It's something different. It's something to talk about. It's a fresh look. And here we go, round number 3, and Gaming Echo needs a finish here. Oh, beautiful counter there.
Late denial.
Gaming counter the counter, Balian.
I love it when that happens, and he got the late denial on it, straight back in on it, and he is really diving, and he jumps on the back this time. Nice adjustment, but he's here again. This is not good, and this time he's going to try and lock that choke in. Good job with the denial.
He denied it.
See if Bulldog's going to get up from here. Goes to the backside. Interesting choice. Maybe he doesn't want any more of that full mount control. The second hook went straight in. No. It's going to say he'll have to camp that because he'll be right back there. And the full guard stop. This is bad. There is a Bulldog choke from here most likely. No, he doesn't have one. And he tried to roll through to half guard, but he's back here again.
All right, so everyone, look, see, he was able to get a little bit of GA with those punches, but he's right back here in this back sitting position. But before he transitions, at least he's trying to get some GA, and he's leaning on that right side there, the kind of the open side, because he doesn't want to get in that RNC and play that game at all. And Gaming Echo might be in desperation mode here. Well, they may be about tied up. Let me take that back. And he's on top. It's already round 3, and none of these fighters really have really done much. It's just a lot of back and forth, Rob.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth, a lot of jiu-jitsu, a lot of countering, and
Careful.
you can tell that Gaming Echo is so dangerous here. And this is where you get a deny and it's over. So this is a dominant position. The submissions here are very scary, Bay.
I'm sure
OG needs to be careful.
Especially because Gaming Echo will have orthodox chokes, maybe level 3, maybe level 4, and that's an arm triangle from there is an orthodox choke. So we'll see. Oh, back to the back again. And, you know, you're wondering, like, Gaming Echo keeps controlling from the back. You know, he's riding it. But Bulldog's the one who keeps rolling to that position, keeps going to backside. I mean, if he wanted out of this back take sequence, he would give up the mount, which he has done now. And let's see if Gaming Echo can do what he did at the end of the second round. And, you know, Bulldog just unable to get out from underneath this lens pick right now. It's a tough time for Bulldog. And it looks like he's a minute 15 from losing this fight if he can't make something happen for him. Nice job there. That was either a fake or a denial. Even the crowd are booing now, but I'm loving this one. Gaming Echo reposturing a minute to try and stick something in, but he's really, look at the speed on those ground and pound hooks there. Very quick.
Wow, I mean, this is very surprising to me because this is going to be a look into how the judges score this fight. Nick Lentz really hasn't done any damage. I mean, he has some posture up positions, some submission attempt. I mean, you know, so has OG Bulldog.
Oh,
I mean, it's you know, the fight's over at this point. I really don't know which way it's going to go, how the judges are going to see it. If Nick Lentz with OG Bulldog, I mean, yeah, ends up winning this fight, I mean, man, this would be crazy.
Yeah, you could tell he was in that 5th round doing everything and anything to get that back and to lock in that rear naked choke. And in that full, I mean, he was attacking from the side saddle, the full mount. I mean, he tried so hard. He did a good job, but OG Bulldog was just, I mean, what a phenomenal defense by OG Bulldog. So, I mean, we'll see.
yeah, you can't.
It ain't easy not to get submitted, huh, Bailey?
For sure.
It ain't easy.
Especially
by
against
Gaming Echo.
Gaming Echo, man. He's been submitting everybody. So,
Right.
I just like the matchup. Props to both fighters for showing up, putting on a good fight tonight.
I actually enjoyed that thoroughly.
I did too. The stakes were high. 2 rounds to 1.
Oh,
Yeah. See, yeah.
There it
There
is.
we go.
Yeah, that's interesting. It could have went either way. I didn't see nothing really happen. Like, you know, they kind of was a stalemate. You know, but to even do that, I mean, like you said, Gaming Echo to use Nick Lentz, and still take it the distance and still have a chance. I mean, hey, that was very impressive in itself. Didn't get the full flex that he wanted, but that's a big win from OG Bulldog because Gaming Echo with that Nick Lentz probably can go through most people online here and even putting up a strong performance here in the ESFL. Crazy match, different matchup. Wow.
Yeah, and like those ground exchanges, especially in that 5th round, you're just kind of holding your breath. You're watching, you're waiting. Is OG Bulldog going to make a mistake? Because if he does, one little mistake, it's over. As soon as Gaming Echo locks in that submission, it's over. And OG defended himself perfectly. A+ performance from the defensive aspect of the grappling game from OG Bulldog. And I was like on pins and needles. I was like, oh my gosh, is Gaming Echo going to get this in? He attacked every way he could, and OG defended nicely and got the win. Great fight.
Indeed. Great fight. Yeah, it's nice as well. I mean, these are 2 guys who weren't really in the ESFL before UFC 4 came out, and now we're seeing them in these Coco main event slots, putting on entertaining fights, pushing the metas, pushing the game in new directions, and really just seeing some youthful talent coming through the ESFL. It makes me feel old, but I do enjoy seeing these young kids taking part, man. It's good. Right, we're going to move on.
Wait, Gaming Echo is not a young kid, is
he not? I thought Gaming Echo was
I don't think so.
He's a new...
I think he's
just a new
Uncle Gaming Echo, right?
Uncle? Dude, I don't even know. I just assume anyone who's like new to the ESFL is like a kid for some reason. I'm like, oh, this 14-year-old. No, I'm sorry, Gaming Echo. I don't even know. You can adjust and correct me, but I can't see the in-house chat right now. I'm trying not to open too many things on this computer.
No, it's all good.
All right.
14.
I know, right? Is he?
He's 14. You're right, Bailey.
Is he? Okay.
No, he's not.
Someone else to tell me. All right, we're gonna move on to the co-main event of the evening. Okay, we have another relative newcomer to the ESFL, a man who made his name in season 1 of UFC 4, Mr. Prime, Boxer, bringing over the striking acumen from the Fight Night series into the UFC series. He's done nothing but impress and fought the best of the best, but recently he's been on a bit of a skid trying to work his way back here in season 2, and he's taking on the man in the main event's training partner tonight from the LS camp, the Los Sicaros. There es muy peligroso, see, right? Mad Turk is his name, and we're moving on now. Bantamweight division, they are set to go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Box. You can do this one.
Yeah. Prime Boxer. It looked like he added a little bit extra to his name, TBE. So it shows you just how confident he is right now with Piotr Yan. And one thing I like about Yan, a balanced fighter can do everything. I mean, nothing's left on the table here. What do you know about these two fighters, bro?
I know that LS Mad Turk is ranked number 3, 2-0, undefeated this season. Technical brawler, strong top game, and he's number ranked EA Sports UFC player in Turkey, in his country.
Really? That's amazing.
Yes.
That's a feat.
Right.
Well done to that Mad Turk. I love it.
And then you got ranked 4 Boxer, 2-1, and we know this guy is a phenomenal striker. He's coming to kill, and this is a huge fight between 2 top 5 competitors.
All right, love the picks, love the matchup. Let's go. Co-main event. These guys are out here for blood trading in the middle immediately. Prime Boxer known for that boxing combinations, that big right hook. Full of confidence tonight, like you said, denying a takedown early and you're looking to sit down on that right hand that he loves to throw so much. So let's see what Mad Turk does if he can hit and run. With TJ, he just ate a beautiful check hook moving forward there from Boxer, who is pouring on this pressure right now. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, he is not letting off the glass here. You can't make a mistake here. And look at that. Takedown attempt right under the hook. That's what we all want from these games. And that was timed perfectly to see that. I mean, that is some high-level stuff to time that takedown right now. And right now, TJ Dillashaw on top control here, backside position. Beautiful sequence, Bruce, to get the fight to the ground.
Yeah, he's earning all sorts of good rewards right now, too. And LS Mad Turk, that was a crucial takedown because look at the block on him. I mean, he was eating some power in that first round. Now jumps on the back, and he's going to drag him down. This is scary position. That rear naked choke coming. He's locking it in. Oh, he's got it. Oh, no, he doesn't. Oh, it looked delayed for a second.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you want to do against Prime Boxer. I mean, the guy has fought and knocked out some of the best in this game, so Mad Turk not wasting any time getting that takedown beautifully. Boxer now trying to work his way back to the feet, pops to half guard, but now straight post drop from Mad Turk. Going to use the stamina advantage to slice through to side control. Bit more dominant now. He does have that cage if he rolls to sprawl here, but you got to assume that Mad Turk will stop that get up even from that sprawl position. So we'll see. He went for it, and Mad Turk stopped the sprawl as well. Great work. Not always the easiest thing to do at this level. And there's full GA right there when you time those transitions amid those strikes, but he goes to the full mount. Oh, wow. Quick get up denied by Boxer. Mad Turk in full mount trying to load this ground and pound, but survives there, but he gets denied again.
Yeah, man. Strong work there by Mad Turk. And this is how you mitigate a Prime Boxer. Put him on his back, put him in a submission, and see if you can get the finish. And right now, Mad Turk putting a lot of pressure on Prime Boxer. This is not where he wants to be.
I think he's going to be okay. I don't know, though. It seems like these joint locks, it gets harder at the end, huh?
It does when you start to snatch down. Nice pull up to the far right-hand side. He's not following up to those far corners, so he will be able to roll out to full guard with 40 seconds left, but that's going to score big. And that's the first round to Mad Turk for sure, secured already. I don't know what Boxer will be able to do for the last 30 seconds. Nice foot on the hip fake and almost rolled straight through there to full guard, but doesn't get it.
Up. You got 20 seconds to work.
Oh, beautiful.
Wow.
Whoa, are we in the Matrix?
I think so.
Oh, my gosh.
Crazy. Yeah, the action at this level down here in the bantamweight division is so fast, and it almost seems like it's on another level. Mad Turk saying, put some respect on my name. I know I'm fighting TBE Prime Boxer, but I got a dispute, and I want to tell you, you may not be TBE tonight. And right now, man, Mad Turk playing real good. Prime Boxer facing some adversity. What does he got to do to come back, Bruce?
Oh.
He's got to make sure that he doesn't, you know, let that takedown affect his dominance and his game plan, because sometimes when you get taken down, you get controlled, you know, you switch it up, you're worried about that takedown. There it is again. He pulls guard. Oh, he's going to get the full mount. Beautiful position.
Stealing your moves,
by Mad
Boxer.
Turk. This guy's ground game is top notch.
Mad Turk's very good at bailing on that double leg. He hit a nice suplex previously, and that time getting the sweep. But Boxer straight back up, flexing on him, and now right back on this pressure non-stop here. He's taking some head health damage, though. Mad Turk is timing things nicely. But the combinations of Boxer have been absolute fire as well. But he gets caught with the left hand. Trading with TJ Dillashaw is not something you want to do. Cody Galbraith learned that the hard way. And now low stamina Boxer just planting his feet, willing Turk on, but he's getting pieced up right here.
Yeah, looking for that pull counter there is Prime Boxer, and I know he's still in this fight. I mean,
he needs to back out of the pocket.
Prime Boxer to get a knockdown of his own, showing you like, yo, I'm still TBE here tonight. And let's see if Prime Boxer still pouring on that pressure if he's able to get it done, Rob. This fight is going back and forth, and it's dirty.
Oh, it's a dirty exchange. Someone needs to give me some paper towel to clean it up. Uppercut land. Big shot.
That's
bang,
it. GG.
Bang.
Wow. Got it done. What a comeback there from Prime Boxer. Faced all types of adversity. Didn't care what got thrown at him. Showed you why his boxing is his best attribute, and he used it to the best of his abilities here tonight to get a huge knockout against a very strong Mad Turk.
Yeah, I mean, Turk was
that uppercut track, Balian? That was weird. Look at it. He slips and it goes right to him.
Oh, yeah, man. He dips off to the side as well. That's kind of strange, but you know, he was in a bad spot. I mean, the fight wasn't over if that didn't land, but, you know, it was pretty much close to being. So, I mean, Turk threw that away almost, right? He was doing so well. And then one moment he entered the pocket, got tagged, stayed there, got tagged again, stayed there, and then tried to back out and got hit on the way out. You know, he did that mistake that we saw earlier on tonight where you start to win, you get a bit confident, and then you find yourself in that pocket, and instead of backing out after taking the head health damage, you stay in there. You try and land a counter shot, and your Boxer just pieced him up for it, right? When you get hurt, you have to back out and cover up. You can't just stay there, plant your feet, and try and swing back. You will get punished, and that's exactly what Boxer did there.
Yeah, very impressive performance there. I mean, throwing hands. I mean, Prime Boxer just let it all go. I mean, man, what more could you ask for? And I mean, I guess what you could ask for is a crazier main event here. That was a great fight. Ooh, can't wait. Let's get it on.
Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. What a performance. And I just want to say, wow, Prime Boxer is just a guy that, you know, he gets to the very top and he plays like one of the top 5 players in the world, gets knocked down, and then comes right back. I mean, he keeps proving that he is ready for that shot time and time again. And another big W. And LS Mad Turk, man, what a phenomenal fighter. He mixed it up so well. And to get a win over an undefeated fighter like that, very impressive. Prime Boxer, big dub.
Big dub indeed. And just in time for the main event here, a little raid coming in from Cage Rage UFC 4. Thank you, Cage Rage. We hope you had a good event tonight. Another esports organization putting on UFC 4 fights there. You can check them out as well. Thank you for bringing the people on through. Hope you had a good event. We actually all competed in the Brawler Mania Cage Rage event, didn't we, on Tuesday? It was a good event.
Yeah, definitely.
We did.
Yeah, good fights, man. Great to be back on that stage, man. Man, and all of us, Perseu, myself, Balian, Bruce Lee Rob, all on that card.
What a segue there, Boxer, because of course Mr. Bruce Lee Rob fought the man who is now fighting in your main event this evening, taking on the PS4 champion Zyaf, Mr. Perseu, and they are going to be setting things up right now for a potential change of hands in the title. But Rob, I'll let you take it away and explain these two fighters' strengths and weaknesses, or some that I'm sure you know all too well after Tuesday.
Yes, sir. So I compete against Perseu and LS, one of the standout players, and he's 3-0 right now, the #1 contender in the Esports Fight League. They fed me to the lions. But in that fight, I noticed when I rewatched it back, Perseus is a guy that's game planning. He's spending that first round downloading what you're going to do and formulating a strategy to defeat you. Beautiful decision making. And his Conor McGregor is very nice. Watch out for that spinning back kick to the body, and he's going to try to sap your stamina and take you out in the later rounds. Technical striker, amazing fight IQ, I would say. And yeah, perfect attributes here. Adapts to opponents very well. But, ladies and gentlemen, Baleen Boxer, he is fighting against the young prodigy, the champion. 2-0 right now, just took out GOAT with a guillotine last week. This kid is phenomenal. He knows every in and out of this game. Aggressive head kicks, elite submissions, and he also likes to fight to go into deep water. And I talked to Zyaf, and he said he's going to expose Perseus tonight.
Oof. Wow. Take it away, Balin. Round one.
All right. Well, first of all, we're going to see who commands range here, because both are very long fighters. Both have good T-kicks and front kicks, side kicks, etc. So we already see Zyaf working that lead leg side kick, gets out of range there from Perseus. And like you said, Rob, he's very good at downloading and tracking the information. They got 5 rounds to do it. And Zyaf blasting out on Twitter after last week, he's going to fight how he wants to fight. He's not going to try and do anything crazy. So we see Zyaf taking the Wonderboy pick, just trying to free flow here. Wise move to get the takedown by Perseu, but Zyaf clearly confident in his takedown defense, grabbing that Wonderboy pick, because Zyaf always been someone who plays all aspects of MMA, never just been a striker or just a grappler, always able to blend everything. But tonight looks like he's gonna look to strike with Wonderboy, and they're both exchanging nicely here at different ranges.
Yeah, when you talk about Wonderboy, not too many fighters have a 99 stat. Wonderboy has a 99 stat in 3 categories: footwork, switch stance, and kick speed. So on the stand-up, he's good. But one thing with Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, where he lacks is on the ground. So if you're Tony Ferguson, at some point, I know Perseu is a very good stand-up fighter, but maybe you want to take this fight to the ground. This is a 5-round fight. It's not a 3-round fight, so you don't have to come out and just show all of your cards here in the first round. You kind of want to let things cook in the first round. But yeah, we'll see that game plan when it comes out here. But right now, these guys exchange some huge head kicks here, Bruce.
They are, and something I'm noticing early is Perseu is really doing a good job at staying on that inside when he's throwing those spinning leg kicks. If you stay on the belly button side, I call it, those are gonna whiff. You know, those are gonna whiff. He's already whiffed 2. And he's doing a good job, like, attacking the body of Zyaf. And I think he's already got the stamina advantage. Look at that head movement. Perseu is very good with his head movement and his avoiding of strikes.
Yeah, Zyaf is doing good work with this lead hook, though. That's probably the best thing he's been using so far in this fight, is catching him coming in, is catching him moving backwards. So keep an eye on that lead hand of Zyaf. It's really finding a home on the chin from both stances. There's a nice front kick up the middle, snapped in. And like you said, Perseu looks very calm, very patient here. Obviously playing Tony, you have all the recovery stats, so there's no rush. And Zyaf already double whiffing on those hooks. That's the kind of thing that's going to pay off for Perseu. Late, there's a knee up the middle there as well, followed up with the uppercut to the lead hand straight. And Perseu's coming forward right now, chapping him against the cage with low block here, trying to circle out. He's still got 30 seconds to work, but Zyaf completely trapped in the octagon corner there, firing a jabbed. And now a knee to the body, beating that, but catches a switch kick. Jump knee, though. Got to be careful of it. Gets a block up. But a good sequence by Perseu right there, just pinning the champion in the corner.
Wow, man. Perseu coming out, landing these huge front kicks here. Already got a rock in round 1. And we got to remember, this is for the ESFL PlayStation strap. So, I mean, this is a huge fight, man. And maybe we may see a change of hands right here, because with this Tony Ferguson pickup, a very strong fighter against not a 4-star Stephen Thompson. I'm still waiting to see if they're going to take this fight to the ground at any point, but maybe that first round goes against the champion. What do you think, Bruce?
Yeah, no doubt. Perseus avoided the shots of Zyaf, landed his own, got a rock early, landed some vicious knees, has the stamina advantage. I mean, it's still a very close fight, but yeah, round 1 goes to Perseu.
Yeah, now Zyaf pushing forward with that pressure again, dipping off, throwing that straight, and the patience of Perseu is still clear. You know, he's just content to cover. Whatever happens, he's going to recover the stamina and the health. Beautiful timing on that hip toss. And
here it comes.
Man, this is bad for Zyaf. You do not want to be here underneath Perseu. Going to fake the sprawl. Zyaf very confident on the ground. Let's see if he can work his way back to the feet. Nice posture up right there. Oh, mixing it up to the head and the body as well. So Zyaf's gonna have to be careful. He might take some damage on the block if it's not on the head health as well.
Yeah, bottom game only at 87 for Stephen Wonderboy Thompson and Zyaf. with a 94 top control with Perseu and Tony Ferguson. So right now, taking a lot of body damage, getting a lot of top control here. This is where you want to be. You want to keep Zyaf with this Stephen Wonderboy Thompson pick on the ground, and he got what he needed for that round on the ground. Now back to the feet. Man, things are looking good right now for Perseu, but we've seen Zyaf come back out of nowhere. You got to be careful. This is the champion, Bruce.
It is the champion, but man, Perseu fighting so well, and he's just been landing the bigger shots. That uppercut snuck in earlier. We'll see what happens. Nice lead uppercut overhand. That's a beautiful combination. Oh, nice body kick as well, but still the stamina advantage in the favor of Tony Ferguson. Perseu, and I believe he's got marathoner. Does Tony have marathoner or higher altitude?
Yeah,
higher
Tony
altitude
Ferguson has marathoner perk. Action consume less stamina while moving.
Is that rounds 3, 4, and 5, or just 4 and 5 in the championship fight?
No, it's active throughout the whole fight.
You're thinking of higher altitude, Rob, which I think he also has as well. So, there's that front kick again. I mean, Perseu is just using that at the edge of range, and Zyaf is trading here instead of trying to sit back. Wants to keep the pressure on him and not get backed up into that cage, maybe. So that's why he's trying to throw, but pull counter elbow not landing for Zyaf. Switch kick to the body by Perseu. The knee comes through, but there's a nice right hand. And don't sleep on the power of Thompson. Look how much damage Perseu's taken to the chin as well right there. Got to be careful. Plenty of block stack left. Nice job catching that kick. And both are pinging each other, but they're both settling into the fight as well. So it's still all to play for. Oh, nice straight after the double jab. Beats that pull counter right here. And Perseu resets every time he gets hurt. You know, backs off, retreats, and tries to find another way to enter.
Yeah, one thing that I like about Perseu, he is really taking his time here. That's going to eat at his stamina right there. Zyaf able to end this round pretty strong, but I don't know if it was enough to get the win of that round. In the eyes of the judges, looks like Perseu is doing a really good job here going into round 2. Now going into the middle of this fight here, this is where Zyaf wants to pick things up if he's going to turn the tide here in this fight.
Yeah, most definitely. You can see him coming. He's standing right in the face of Perseu, laying some big shots, and that head health is getting tested on Ferguson. Perseu answering back, tries to grab the clinch, tosses on the ground, but no, denial by Zyaf. Beautiful stuff by the champ here.
Yeah, Zyaf snapping that jab from his stance, not pushing into it so he gets extra time. And look at them both trying to out-time each other right here. It's just really, really nice to see again that lead hook of Zyaf. Really good weapon bin throughout this entire fight for him. Perseu doing that head movement, dives underneath nicely, but lost the GA by the time he shot the takedown. Nice job. With the uppercut. Rocks him here, catches him with the uppercut with a low head health. Pierces straight through the block and against the cage now. Straight on the back for Zyaf. Let's see what he's going to do from here. Shoots and breaks, and there's a lead hook again. Perseu's head health flashing now. This is not good.
Yeah, wow. Good round. Good comeback there from Zyaf, facing adversity, able to get his knockdown. Now it's Perseu that needs to settle down and find his way back to what he did in rounds 1 and 2. We still got a long fight ahead of us as we're approaching the midpoint of this fight. But Perseu still sticking to his game plan, attacking that body, keeping Zyaf at bay here. But look, Zyaf putting on a clinic with these hands right now, Rob.
Yeah, he is. He's investing a lot into this round. Will his stamina hold? I don't know. A big takedown by Perseu. Dodges the front kick or the up kick, and now on top, slides right into half guard. Oh my goodness, here we go. This is such a wild fight.
Great fight. I mean, this is the championship level fight, and that's what we're getting from both these fighters right now. Perseu on top.
Nice.
Inside control, goes to Kimura. Nice deny by Zyaf, who probably is going to look to try and just survive here. He's already got a nice bit of damage off on the feet and a rock. Gets the cage get up. Risky. Let's see if he breaks. Last time he took the back and broke, but now he's going to try and land some strikes. Nice job by Perseu, just slowly sliding out. Zyaf didn't even want to hit the knees. Didn't think he'd get any off. And now Perseu back on that lead front kick. Really, really good use of that throughout this fight here. And he's been snapping it up the top as well if it's not going to the body. And look at the patience. Both men trying to gauge distance. There's that lead hook from Zyaf. Nice job getting under the straight from Perseu. And there's that front kick. Didn't land. But it's all about the range management right now with both these fighters. And again, the double jab straight. He's catching Perseu every time he's trying to hit that pull counter. That straight comes right down the middle.
Yeah, so this is an interesting story right now between the stamina disadvantage of Zyaf, but then he has a lot of head health there. And look, huge.
My
Man,
God, and now he's pouring on the ground, and Paddy's going to finish it. Wow. Wow. Amazing.
Man.
Fake
Boxer,
blow.
did you see that fake head kick by Zyaf?
Beautiful
Yes, I
fake.
saw that. That was crazy
Oh my
there.
God.
Man, defending yet again, Zyaf able to take on all comers here in the ESFL to retain his title. What a great performance whenever you are facing adversity. You're using a fighter that literally is not that great on the ground, but you have enough confidence in your skills, in your abilities to keep the fight standing, be patient, get a strong finish in round 3. Wow. Great job by Zyaf there.
Yeah, Zyaf looked to be in trouble early. Perseu coming out phenomenally and sucking some of the stamina away, doing a lot of damage, winning the first couple of rounds. And then, wow, Zyaf just showing he could face adversity and he wants to retain that belt. And oh my goodness, that lead feint head kick to win the fight. I mean, that's history. That's legendary. That's solidifying. That's his what do you call it? What do you call it, boys? His legacy.
Moment.
His legacy
Yeah, definitely.
has been set with that knockout
Defining
right there. I
moment.
mean, yeah, Perseu was defining moment. I mean, Perseu was on a tear, and he just got knocked out unconsciously by the young prodigy.
That's what you can,
And still,
that's what you can do with the speed, you know, when you do that 99 kick speed of Thompson there, just flicking him up. Beautiful. And he had his back to the cage as well, so he really didn't have anywhere to go. He was driving him backwards with the pressure. So when he stepped in with the fake, Percy moved back to the cage, came up top with the head kick. Really nice job setting that up. And yeah, I mean, he definitely dealt with adversity early. I think we can all acknowledge that. Some people in chat did, but he was never out of the fight and was always giving as good as he gets. In fact, you know, Perseus was down on the head. I keep calling him Perseus. It's Perseus in the stream title as well. I don't know. He was down on the head health. Name. You know, he was down on the head health a few times there. So he was getting teed off on a little bit, but definitely doing a great job taking it to the champion, making it a fight. And that rock in the clinch is what it all started on in that third round. Hit him with the uppercut, rocked him in the clinch, and then slowly after that accumulated the damage. And he was just about to kick in, you know, with that stamina advantage with higher altitude, but didn't even let the fight get that far. Swarmed him, overwhelmed him, and that's got to be one of the best, you know, fake head kicks, knockouts we've seen at that level on a championship. Oh man, just beautiful, beautiful performance.
Yeah,
great job by both of those. Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, Boxer. I was just gonna say, and in that 4th and 5th round, you know, my dogs are going crazy. So the stamina on Zyaf, it was like almost halfway empty, and he needed something big there, and he did it. Like the execution was amazing, Boxer. Just craziness.
Yeah, I mean, just as I was looking at that storyline, I saw that head health blinking on Perseu, but I then also was wondering, like, well, how much did Zyaf have in the tank?
Right.
And when your head health is that low, like you say, you still retain that power even though you have low stamina. So Zyaf able to get that defining moment there with that fake and then a head kick. I mean, man, that was one for the highlight reels there. Great job, and that's against a very strong Perseu. I mean, so man, Zyaf at the top of his game right now. I think we got prime boxer. You never know what the matchup is going to be, but wow, boy, I would love to see that matchup.
Yeah, that'll be
crazy.
A great matchup. And, you know, you probably see Zyaf going back to his submission game, which he's found a lot of success with recently, but not tonight. Only striking, quieting some haters, I'm sure, as well with that kind of performance. So congratulations to Zyaf retaining the belt and still your PlayStation 4 champion in the ESFL. Don't forget, we're back tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central Time. You can catch another ESFL card, ESFL 108. The PlayStation competitors will be competing, and I think we're having an Xbox title fight. I'm not entirely sure. Tune in tomorrow to find out, or follow the ESFL channel on Twitter and on Instagram as well to catch up with all the latest news, see the fight card early, preview the event, know what is happening. Make sure as well you got those notifications on here on Twitch and on YouTube so you know when the event's getting started, and you can watch back this event and all previous events on our YouTube channel as well. Just whack ESFL Gaming in YouTube or click the link below the stream here. You will find it. This one will probably be split into 2 parts though, because we did have some crashes tonight, but I hope that's all cleared up now as well. Now go forth and watch the wonderful UFC event tonight. We shall be doing the same. I hope you all have a good evening. If we can get this down to a 20-second answer from both of you, Boxer, picks tonight for the 3 title fights.
Izzy, Amanda, Piotr,
Rob.
Jan.
Same. Ditto.
Yep, same for me as well. I mean, it's a good event, but I think everyone's kind of similar. So maybe that means everyone will be shocked. If not, ESFL will be back tomorrow night. We're back here on Wednesday nights as well as Friday nights with the Muay Thai leagues. Until then, we will see you soon. Have a good night. Take care. Enjoy the UFC, and we will see you next time.
Peace.